Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the sex appeal today, Michael. How are you doing, second sex appeal?
I'm doing very well, first sex appeal. Thank you. How are
Nice.
you, third sex appeal?
Actually, I prefer sex appeal A.
Okay, could I be... you should be sex appeal C because you're Colin.
So
And I'm sex appeal A.
Oh, okay. I was
Anthony.
going to say this is a Futurama joke,
And
but
then-
never mind. I want to be sex appeal mongooses. Anyway, I'm Michael. He's Anthony.
That I am.
And he's Colin.
What's up?
Hi.
And this is the sex appeal episode, specifically
Part
so
two.
we can get those numbers that
Yeah.
don't exist.
It's
care.
good to be back. I was out last week because of some prior engagements. I feel like I haven't been on the podcast in a while. Is that just me,
We've had
or am
a
I
good
going
run
insane?
of 3 people in the podcast.
Okay.
This has been a rotating cast for the last couple weeks.
I-
I mean,
yeah.
it's been honestly nice to edit.
Yeah,
It is a
for
bit
sure.
easier to edit, that is true.
For sure.
But we've been filming these a bit out of order, so due to scheduling stuff, which means we're going to be talking about stuff that probably won't be relevant when this comes out. But I want to talk about Cowboy Bebop's live-action show, which neither of these two have
Just
watched.
gonna go ahead and mute myself real quick. Just mute these headphones.
Yeah.
I'm actually just gonna put like Beatles on. and just jam
Yeah,
out.
so
So play your Helter Skelter, please.
Cowboy Bebop live-action show had just come out literally, like 3 days
Friday,
ago,
on
4
Friday.
days ago? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm primed for your takes.
And you can't even deny them. You haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the
it.
show yet.
So
I've heard things, but I have
okay,
not seen it
so
yet.
I'm only gonna talk broad strokes, spoilers, light spoilers, really, not even at all, really. But just for anyone that doesn't want to know anything about it, slight spoilers. Okay, so
It's like compose himself. Alrighty.
so Cowboy Bebop live action, if it does anything masterfully, it's that it makes you want to go watch the original.
Oh my
But like
God.
the show itself is okay. So Spike, Jet, and Faye, right?
Yes.
The 3 most important characters in this season, technically.
In this season. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because because fucking what's his face doesn't show up at all or whatever.
Ed?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Spike is the closest to being Spike, but like in a different way. So like it works, right? Like you watch John Cho, who is incredible, right? John Cho,
John Cho.
yeah,
Great.
who is
actor.
incredible. And it's like, okay, I can see Spike in here, but it's like a different take on Spike, and you're
Okay.
like, okay, it's like a Spike that went down a slightly different road, and so
Okay.
you can understand where this Spike comes from. Jet and Faye, totally different people. Absolutely different characters, 100%. Which is not to say that they are bad characters, but they are not their characters.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
They aren't them.
Mhm.
But the show is at its best when all 3 of them are in a room together.
That's the fucking worst. Jesus
I have nothing to contribute to this conversation.
Oh.
Like when they are in a room together, it's great. The banter, fantastic.
Mhm.
Like you wish for more.
Yeah.
Anytime they're not together, it just nosedives.
Hate to
Yeah,
say it.
like what I've heard from people is that like the story itself of Cowboy Bebop is just kind of, I don't want to say like watered down, but it's less there and it's more amped up on comedy.
The like best way to describe it is the very first set piece in the show, in the first episode, in the first 5 minutes, is basically a retelling of the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
Oh, really?
And
That's a weird way to start.
immediately
That's like at the end of the show.
and
Like,
immediately you're like, ooh, they're trying to do this and it does not work as well, and it just kind of sets the tone.
huh.
And like it has good moments, but overall I think it has potential. I kind
like
of
if it got, like, a second
I
season,
kind of
It's
hope
gonna
it
get
gets
a
a set.
second.
Yeah,
It's
I-
number one
It,
on Netflix.
it fucking
yeah.
has to.
But like I kind
how
of
much
hope it
money
does
that
get a
cost
second
Netflix?
season. I kind of hope it does.
Yeah.
But there are some things that can lead to interesting stuff, but at the moment currently the first season, like I have no desire to watch it again. Like I watched
You
it.
don't
and I'm
rewatch
pretty
things
good.
often though.
But like
yeah, you do, don't. you
yeah,
do
but
not
like
do that.
I have shows that I'll be like I would 100% rewatch this, or like I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
and,
but you also just don't, and you question me when I rewatch things. Like you already seen it. Why are you watching it again?
but because you've watched like Always Sunny 17 times.
14. Get it right.
That's about as
still.
many seasons there are.
There are 14 seasons. 15 season comes out on December.
So he's gonna have to
There you go.
rewatch it another time.
There you go. I'm
Yeah.
currently in the middle of a rewatch of it too.
It's
It's just too long of a fucking show to watch it over and over again.
I mean, yeah,
You know?
because I mostly did this when I was in high school, and it was like 7-8 seasons, and it was like I could crush that in 2-3 weeks
Oh, there you go.
max.
But like
Especially when I was grinding WoW, dude. That was
Yeah.
that was a week. That
Oh,
was a
yeah.
week of grinding WoW.
But like
Wow.
it's there's one other thing I want to say, but I can't. So I'll wait for you guys to fucking watch it. And
I
we'll talk about
appreciate
it.
that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
But
Look,
they
can I ask
they
you a
also
question?
made some very interesting changes, and not
Okay.
in a good way.
So bad changes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right. So this show, okay, I've only seen the trailers of it, and
Uh-huh.
I fucking loved the trailers. I thought the trailers were really fun.
I loved that
Very
one
kinetic.
trailer specifically.
The trailer with them like taking the aspect ratio
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
that one
that was
trailer
raw.
specifically, I liked.
that was really cool. I really like the trailers. So that's all I've seen from this. So please, before you attack me in the comments, at this point in time, that's all I've seen.
Okay.
So if the show didn't have the name Cowboy Bebop on it, at its core, would it still be a fun show?
If this show was
If this show was all right, so if it was not Cowboy Bebop, it's called
If it was
Space. It's called Space Cowboy with Stalactite Johnson, plain white, and fair Saint Valentine. Okay,
you couldn't think
so
of another holiday. You couldn't-
not at
any
all.
holiday.
What's the antithesis of
Thanksgiving
Valentine?
tomorrow.
Fine, face Saint Thanksgiving. Okay, there you go. So if it was called that, right, would it still be fun? Would it still be a fun show? Like, is it easily digestible to watch? Could I turn my brain off and have a
You're
fun time with it?
comparing it to like one of the greatest 10 out of 10 anime classics of all time. Like generally people's first go to, oh, you don't watch anime, watch this
right.
show.
No,
Right.
I understand.
But what I'm, but that's not what I'm asking.
But
What
no,
I'm
no,
asking,
no,
I'm
I
agreeing with you.
understand.
I'm
Okay.
saying if it's not that, if it wasn't
yes.
that,
Right.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I understand
yeah.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Just like if you could detach it.
if it was just a fun space cowboy show, would it still be that?
The problem is with those kind of questions, I always was like, yeah, but it's pretty intrinsically trying to link itself to that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a
But
remake.
like, sure, if you could separate it, it would be fine.
No, because what I'm hearing
Okay.
from people who have not seen Cowboy Bebop but are watching this show is that they're really enjoying it.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
heard for the people who have not seen Cowboy Bebop, it's just fun.
There is just actively a character that sucks every time he's on screen.
Can I guess who it is?
Sure.
It's Vicious. isn't it?
100%.
Yeah, I knew it.
And not,
I knew they wouldn't do him right.
And
No, there's
Vicious,
no way to do Vicious
Vicious
right.
There's
isn't
no way to
even,
do Vicious right.
Vicious isn't even an interesting character in the anime. He's
No,
just a
he's really
just
not.
a generic villain dude with a
Yeah.
sword.
He doesn't.
And-
He doesn't need to talk. Like he doesn't talk in the show in original Cowboy Bebop all that much.
Right. But
Up
No,
until
not at
like
all.
the scenes where he's actively
Up
in
until
it.
the end.
Yeah,
Up until
right.
the end.
It's mostly just like, it's just like, intimidating shots of him being Sephiroth.
right. And like
Tell
but
me I'm
it
wrong.
You're
works-
not wrong.
Like it works, but Vicious is like a boring character in the show. Not boring,
Yeah.
but he's a nothing character.
Yeah. Excuse me.
In the show,
Whoa,
boy is
mama.
he awful. Like he
I've heard he's
Oh,
like
boy.
I've heard he's like a soap drama character.
he's really bad and does not belong in that show at all. Like
Wow.
I don't know if it's the direction he got or the actor itself or the writing. I don't know what it is.
I
But
guess
it
you have
doesn't
I have
work.
to watch and see.
And then there's one other change that is a choice, but I won't say anything about it just because it's kind of a big deal.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, it's Ein's there.
Love Ein.
Love Ein.
All the time. I
yeah.
love Ein. Is this the first show on the air that has concurrently two non-binary people as in roles?
Oh,
Didn't the show
Gen?
make history because of that?
Gren?
Well,
Gren?
because of Gren,
Gren.
and then Ed is played by a non-binary actor.
Is they?
Or
Yes.
they would be.
Are they?
They are. They're the person that plays Ed identifies as they them.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
that
So
would
wait,
make
so
sense,
both,
right?
both of you know about
Because
pretty
that's
much
pretty
Ed.
much
so
Ed
both
in the
of you
show.
know about Ed.
Yeah, no, like I've seen the pictures of Ed on Twitter. It's impossible to not.
Okay.
See. I don't
I
know.
won't-
I don't
I
know
won't-
anything about
right.
other the fact
Oh, I
that
haven't
Ed
seen
is
any
there.
of the pictures. I know. The only thing that got spoiled for me, I got one thing spoiled for me, is that we put the spoiler.
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
right. Is I know Ed appears in the last episode.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm
I know-
not.
I know
I
they
will
appear
not
last.
give
I
it any
assumed it-
specifics.
yeah,
I won't give
yeah.
any specifics about it. But that was one of the things I just wanted to touch on, which
Okay.
is that was one character they should not have stayed as faithful as they did.
Really?
It does not work in live action.
Oh
Doesn't
no, I
translate.
wouldn't assume it does.
Like the character.
I mean, Ed is like bouncing around
yeah, like
with these
the actor
unrealistic movements
gets
and
the
shit.
movements of Ed really well, but it just
Okay.
doesn't work in live action.
So yeah,
What
so
is
it's
it? The
more of a-
voice?
It's all of it. Like
No,
it just
okay.
it doesn't translate.
It's
Oh, I
not.
see,
It's
I
not
see.
the acting. It's more of like the translation from animation.
Yeah,
to
like
live action.
like
It's just,
Yeah.
the body language that they get for Ed is perfect. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, Ed is
You
Ed
watch-
is
yeah.
themselves an animated character.
Yeah, like you watch it and you're just like, nope, that doesn't. That doesn't
mean,
work.
look-
that doesn't work. So maybe they'll change it because I don't know. I know it's like a big thing people have been talking about, but between seasons, if they make more, but one thing they shouldn't have stayed as faithful about.
I mean, that's the difficult thing though. It's like, where do you stay faithful? Where do you switch? Because if they hadn't stayed that faithful, people would be bitching.
Oh yeah.
There's no winning in this scenario.
Well, there's no winning in any scenario when you remake a classic property like that. It's
Yeah.
just like, how faithful do you get? How unfaithful do you get?
I do think that one other thing that like it's a pretty minor nitpick, I think, or maybe it isn't, but like I don't think they nailed the music placement. It kind of just feels like they put the old soundtrack in at really random times for no reason.
Oh, of course. That's like a classic remake thing, I think.
Like every time like a song would start, it'd be like, why this scene? What? And then and then it would just like trail off and go quiet again. And you're like, what was the point?
Hello?
Like,
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So, but like, watch it. Give me your opinions. We'll probably
Yeah.
come back and talk about it at some point. But it has the potential
Okay.
to be something nice that's Cowboy Bebop esque.
Okay.
And like I'd be down for that, you know. Like I'm down for Cowboy Bebop esque show that's good.
Yeah.
I
think anybody would
yeah,
be
yeah.
really,
I
right?
don't know how they're gonna do it, but I think there's possibility.
Okay. Well, as long as it, I guess, gets its shit together.
But hey, it made me
I
rewatch
haven't
Cowboy
seen it,
Bebop. So
love that show.
been going back through that. Just got to fucking Jupiter Jazz again.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh,
Great
favorite
episode.
episodes.
love
Favorite episodes
Jazz.
in the whole show. Jupiter Jazz is so friggin' good.
So fucking
I watched that. My mom walked in the room at the scene where Gren gets out of the shower.
Of course.
She was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I was like, "This is Jupiter Jazz." And she's like, "I'm out. I'm getting out of here."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, mom, thanks."
And then of course once she closes the door, you turn back and it's like a gunfight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like,
It's like,
opens the
fucking-
door again, back to the shower scene.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah. So that was pretty much all I want to talk. Have any of you watched Arcane?
No, not
you
at
would
all.
probably be the
Dude,
only one, I would think.
I was
I'm interested.
so.
Oh wait, you liked League, right?
Oh my god, dude, I was such a different person when I played League.
Because I have not
From-
watched Arcane yet, but
from-
my friend
I've
loves
seen-
it.
I have
I've seen
two
the
stages in my life.
toxicity start to leak out before.
Oh
in
yeah,
life,
you've
so.
no, exactly. That's the remnants of my old. That's remnants of my old self. So back in the day, okay. So I had two phases, and
That's who he used to be.
3 phases. I had 3 League phases.
Now he's just somebody that I used to know.
Just somebody that I used to
We're gonna get
know.
copyright strike.
Somebody.
We're gonna get stricken by Disturbed.
Because of that song, my
Mike.
mom, whenever she
Is that
enters
by
the house,
Disturb?
Stricken?
Oh. I thought you were talking about the song. I was
Somebody
like, no,
that
it's
he
not.
used to know? Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's Disturbed. Don't you know?
That's why I was like, no, it's not.
They
Whenever-
play that and then they
Anyway.
play
because of
Count
that
the
song,
Sickness.
because of that song, whenever my mom and sister enter the house with groceries to get like my dad and me to like help out, like bring them in, she goes, "Somebody!" It's like just to call us down, and I'm like, that's really funny. But anyway, there was 3 stages in my life where I played League. Okay,
Okay.
might be entering a 4th one. I don't know yet.
I'm
I'm
so sorry
trying
for you.
so
I-
hard
I-
not to.
F in the chat.
Trying so hard
Can
not
we get
to.
F's in the comments?
Can we get
for
F's in the
this?
comments for my?
Oh, yo, my buddy Kieran's a huge League player. You
Oh, I
might
don't wanna
start
meet him.
playing with him.
I don't want to meet him.
Don't
I don't
encourage
want
this.
to. He's gonna.
Don't encourage this
He's gonna
behavior.
encourage me.
He,
He's
he,
gonna-
he plays fiddlesticks.
Oh, okay, King. But anyway,
Don't know what that means. Very happy about that.
Fiddlesticks. Oh,
Fiddlesticks.
Boy. Do I
Don't
have
explain it.
choice words?
I mean, he plays it for the meme.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't? Who
Yeah.
plays Fiddlesticks genuinely? But anyway, from 8th grade to all right, this is literally me.
All I know,
literally me when you all talk about anime,
yeah,
like
all,
any anime.
all I know about League is specifically what my friend Kieran has told me.
Okay.
Okay.
So to finally get this going, I had 3 phases in my life where I played League. It was from 8th grade to junior year of high school, then from sophomore year of college to junior year of college, and then from 2019, like 1 month out of school, to late 2019. And oh boy, was Anthony a different person back then. Like, so I had this one account, from my original account from 8th grade to junior year of high school. I got banned so many times because I was a total piece of shit. It really was. I was toxic in the chat. My teammates, me and my best
Give me
friends
a toxic
used to
in
play.
the chat.
Yeah, I'd be toxic in the chat. And me and my group of friends in high school all used to play together. We all used to like fight with each other and not talk to each other for like 2 days because if
Nice.
the match went bad, it was bad. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. But I racked up like a lot of like important shit on that account. Like I unlocked a lot of champions. I unlocked a lot of like skins and stuff like that. But then one day Riot was like, "Hey asshole, bye," and like it deleted my account for some reason. Not because of the bans. I just tried to log into it after like a year and a half and it was just gone. And I was like, this is upsetting. So I gave up. Well, I mean I gave up before then because I realized how bad of a person it was making me.
Right.
So then the second time was the second time came as like a shock, like culture shock, not culture shock, but like
Just one day you wake up and you're just on League playing.
I'm
and
like,
you're
oh,
oh
League.
shit.
I was like, what happened? Like, what's going on? And then I look at my match history. I played 4 matches last night and I didn't sleep. And I'm like, oh god. So then that happened, and then I just got addicted again to the point where like all I would do was play League and study, and it was like ruining my life. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. So then the most recent time, one of my best friends, Jake, shout out to Jake, he was like, hi Jake. He was
Sup,
like,
guy?
hey buddy. He was like, me and my buddy Dan and my buddy Mikey and his little brother, his little brother, you know Akali, the champ Akali?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's like a ninja. She can turn invisible a couple times. He's like one of the top 5 players of Akali in the world right now, his little brother. So he's like, why don't we do a 5 stack and like all queue up together? And then his little brother was like Mikey's little brother was like talking so much shit to the other people and like to us. I was like, holy shit, this kid was me. I was like, oh no, this kid was me. I was like, guys, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna go down this path. And I saw it. And I saw myself falling down into the path again because like the one guy would like die and I'd be like, get fucked, loser. And I'd be like, oh no, why did I say that? That was so mean. He did nothing to me. So then I was like, okay, I have to stop this. But you guys have noticed, like,
With
Siege, like,
you started getting a little toxic.
I do get a little toxic. I
Like
do.
like you were good, and it was only times when people would be like actively super toxic to us that I'd be like, unleash the beast.
Yeah. No,
And
I
we'd be
only
like,
get
Anthony,
toxic.
and then you hear the most furious typing you've ever heard over
I have a
mic.
mechanical
and it
keyboard
is-
that's really loud. So I
And it
just
is the most beautiful sound when it is deserved. But sometimes you're just like, I'm gonna fucking be mean because they were just slightly annoying, and I'm like, all right, let's calm the toxicity down. Let's fucking
it's true. It's so
Dude,
true.
so
Fucking
as
grass type
someone
over
that
here,
like
super
So true.
as someone that like fell out of the Siege group for a bit because I was just too busy.
yeah.
And those times when I would like join back in.
you also won't change your name.
Well, yeah.
Join the group.
No.
We're the Gabbas.
No.
Gabagool.
No.
Gabafool.
No.
We got to change our names again
Yeah,
soon
but
because
Drew.
Thor's coming out.
Oh
But
God, what's the next
As
day?
someone
We
that
gotta
like
figure that out.
joined back in sometimes, you guys like it's just like I came back one time and you guys were like, all right, it's time to be toxic, and I'd be like, what's happening right now? And then it'd be like a bunch of fucking messages. I'd be like, what is happening? What happened to this group?
Oh my god, I will never.
Only when it's
It's-
deserved.
it's
do
only
I,
when it's deserved.
Do
It's only when
I
it's deserved.
encourage toxicity?
It's when people team kill, when they start talking shit at us. That's when we go.
and
off.
and
really bad.
you know it's never a good you know it's gonna be a good gaming sesh when Colin shoots one of us.
Yes.
That's like
One
a
of the
pretty
first
regular
times I
thing.
ever met these guys. So I met these guys online before I met them in real life. And we met on Siege. Well, we didn't meet on Siege. Our friend Eamon, who has been on the show before, mutual friend introduced me to these guys. And we played Siege together. And one of the first matches we ever played, I was reinforcing a wall. And Colin just came up behind me, shot me in the back of the head, and left.
That's not true. That's not true. So what
That
happened?
is absolutely what
I did shoot you. I did kill you. I was playing a new character. I was very new to the game at this point. I was at the point where I was like, tell me exactly what to do because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. And I was playing a shotgun on a character for the first time. I was like, I don't know how this fucking gun works exactly. And there was drones going around, and I turned, and I was trying to shoot the drone with the shotgun, and Anthony ran in front of me as I was trying to shoot the drone, and I shot him in the back.
Like a hero.
Like a hero. Like a hero.
Like a hero.
Heroes shoot you in the back. And then he died.
Sure did.
By accident.
By accident.
He just.
It's okay, because I have a video clip of Colin cooking a grenade for too long and running out into the hallway and suicide bombing.
That was,
There was that too.
right after that. I changed my grenade key because it used to be the default of it being like F. So I'm like
Ooh.
holding F and I'm trying to like run
Yeah.
with WASD and I couldn't and I was just like,
yeah, that's weird.
and I was running and I was like, oh god, I need to like strafe right. I can't strafe right. I'm cooking this grenade and I just ran into a wall and kept holding the grenade and blew up.
I
And then I was like,
remember those early days
shit.
specifically from the it was you, me, and Eamon, or Anthony, Eamon, and me,
Yeah.
where we were like the three that had played before, and there was Alex and Colin who had not, and Alex made that thing of all
Like
the three
4
splinters, the three
Yeah.
splinters and the 2 Ninja Turtles. Because I remember seeing that image and being like, because we had played like 2 games before that or whatever,
Yeah,
or like 2
something like
2 nights of playing, and I was like. And and I was one of the splinters because you and Eamon were better at the game than me
Yeah, we played a little bit before.
because I hadn't played in a while. But then I like remembered how to play because like I have those days where I'm like really good at Siege and those days I'm fucking awful at Siege and there's no in between.
Everybody has those.
And,
Everybody.
and I remember seeing that and being like, oh yeah, I am one of the people that knows what they're doing. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was like early quarantine.
Yo,
yeah.
Then we
was,
got
like, really
Tom
early.
Hanks big.
Then we got Tom Hanks big.
Me and Alex, we got Tom Hanks big.
Oh,
We
you
got
did get
good.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks
now
thing.
you still shoot
Yeah,
us in the back, but no less often.
No.
Halo.
No.
Yep, you killed who at Halo the other day?
That wasn't my fault.
Uh huh. Was there another drone?
Yeah.
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 You know there's
Yeah.
drones in Halo.
You know the Halo drones?
Oh, dude, Halo fucking
Halo,
Infinite.
Halo
Infinite
Infinite
rocks,
slaps.
so hard.
So good, dude. They
So
changed the
good.
progression system for the Battle Pass
They
too.
sure did.
Yep.
They sure did.
Very
Dude, at
good
that
update.
video I
I
sent
leveled
you
up like
guys.
3 times in the Battle
Yeah.
Pass today from playing like 5 matches. I was like, this is
I
crazy.
sent you guys that video where it was like someone was like it was just Halo 343 being like here's this and this and this and then like Halo community. I think we're good now and this and we're
And
fucking
this.
giving you this and it's like Jesus Christ.
No, they're really doing their best to support this because they know.
Yeah.
They know they like fucked up for a while beforehand and they were like, no, we got to fix this.
I am very excited for the multiplayer.
I mean, hey,
for the
you know,
campaign.
Me too.
The-
I'm really looking forward to it.
You know, this has been the open beta, and I think they saw, oh, these are the issues that the general people are going to be having. Let's go ahead and fix it. And it's been such a smoother experience since I haven't had a ton of time to play it yet, but I've been enjoying it when I have.
Yeah. I still wish you would have gotten 100 XP per match. But I mean, you know,
I mean, yeah,
Isn't
but
that
they
one of the new updates?
it's just 50 XP per
Yeah.
match now.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's better.
It is
like,
better. Better than
I
nothing.
went
You're
from
getting it at a more
I went from
consistent
like
rate.
level. I've been playing it like while doing other stuff. And I'm at like level like 27 now.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and plus the
it-
Samurai event is going on this week.
Yeah,
Or
it
I
is.
mean, it's
Yeah, it is. Oh, you know what else comes out today? This is also going to date this episode more so than saying that Thanksgiving's in like 2 days. But Hawkeye comes out tonight. I don't know if
is
either
it
of you are.
today?
Yeah,
I thought it was the 24th.
12:30 at night comes out.
Really? What day
Yeah.
is it?
It is the 23rd.
Oh yeah, shit! Look at that.
When-
So tomorrow it's coming out.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but midnight. Yeah. And so I might stay up and watch the first episode. I'm kind of excited about
Is
it.
it a 2-episode premiere or one?
2.
It's 2.
I'm
They're doing his best story.
yeah,
from what I've
Matt
seen.
Fractions.
Yeah, Matt Fraction.
I'm
David
I finally started reading that for the first time.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really good.
I'm like 70 pages into the first volume because I'm
Mm.
reading the volumes
Mhm.
out of what is it like 100 and something 140 or something like that. I'm really liking it.
It's so delightful.
Oh, comic book day was today. Fuck, it's Tuesday. Shit.
What, comic book day? Free comic
Yeah,
book day?
no. Comics DC comics come out on Tuesday. I totally forgot. There's a bunch of comics that I wanted to read today that came out that I'll have to read. But yeah, they're doing Matt Fractions run. Or at
Nice.
least an adaptation of it. I don't know how they're doing it because Kate Bishop is already a thing when Matt Fractions run happens.
What do you mean?
Kate Bishop is already like Hawkeye at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So like I'm wondering. I know Eamon was questioning this, and he was like, I don't know how they're changing it or adapting it, like, because like some things that they seem to change were kind of a big deal, and I was like, I mean, I don't know. It seems like they're just kind of changing it up, and I'm
It's weird.
I'm interested.
It's weird because they're adapting that story, but they're also like trying to address like what's going on in the MCU right now.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't have one or the other because the Matt Fraction story is a very
Isolated
self-contained,
story, yeah.
isolated thing.
Either way,
Like literally, there's no main villain in it. It's
Right.
just the Russian mob is the
Yeah.
main villain. Like there's no
the
So I don't
tracksuit
know.
vampires.
the tracksuit vampires. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm interested, and I'm excited to watch it. So I might stay up to watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Jemmy Renna,
Yeah, like I feel like that man gets some shit, but
deservedly so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The man threatened to kill himself in front of his wife. So I mean,
Yeah,
there's
he had a
that.
bit of a mental breakdown for a while.
A tad bit.
Let's not be too harsh on mental health, but yeah.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely
like,
not.
I don't
No,
know.
He's obviously got
like,
issues.
I
It's
don't know
just
the
that, like,
history of all that, and like, but so like I don't want to get super into it, but like it seemed like he had some mental things that were going on, and he
Yeah.
made some bad choices, and it
Sure
seems
did.
like he's come back around.
I'm glad he's gotten
Yeah, like
professional help
I
and
mean,
everything.
I don't know specifics, so I don't know if anyone here, if there's some shit that we don't know about. We don't know.
Look,
We're
I'm
not claiming to
I'm
know
not
this
trying
man.
to make fun of him because
Yeah.
it's obviously I'm. A
But
big
from an
proponent of mental
outside
health.
point of view that
From an
I don't
outside
know
point
much
of view,
about,
it's just like
it
you
looked
hear that
like-
Jemmy
yeah.
Renna had held his wife at gunpoint and threatened to kill himself. It's just like, well,
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
It's
No,
like, well,
it's definitely
you know?
a very.
But
uh,
yeah, but
yeah.
again, but not knowing much, it seems like he had a real bad spiral.
Sure did.
And it seems like he came back.
and I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he got the help he needed
like,
and deserved.
I think I enjoy that man in quite a bit of things.
I think he's been in some good stuff.
Yeah.
He's in a new TV show that's coming out that it's apparently supposed to be pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah, it's got like insane cast. I think it's like a mini series on Apple TV.
Was that the one with
I think Forrest Whitaker's in it. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
I don't
it's
know.
like a really, really huge cast.
Either way, I mean, I enjoy
and
him,
it looks good.
and I enjoy the lady whose name I am forgetting currently that is playing Kate Bishop.
Oh, Hallie Steinfeld.
Yes.
She's in a movie that came out pretty like four-ish years ago called The Edge of 17.
I never saw that.
I encourage everybody. You want like a great movie that addresses like really important mental health issues. The Edge of 17 is.
Oh, we have talked about this.
absolutely. Oh, we have.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic portrayal. Into,
Because I mentioned that I remade the scene when her and
in the
Woody Harrelson are
Harrelson
in the
talk,
classroom.
right, yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, I adore that movie. That movie is such a fascinating portrayal of like teen mental health. and
Speaking
how,
of another movie that was sorry.
no, you're all good. And how it how they deal with it and cope with it, and the help that they receive.
in the same vein of capturing that age really well, I think I guess on the lower end of that age group, 8th grade, and
That is a great
and
movie, too.
also Booksmart.
Booksmart rules.
Great movies.
Booksmart
Two
rules.
incredible movies.
Yeah, I get the I don't know if I get like the female Superbad comparison. Like
I feel
it's
like
like
that movie
it's
that's kind of its own
there,
deal.
but it's definitely its own thing,
Yeah.
right? Like
You ever seen it?
No,
Either?
it's a good
Neither.
movie.
Yeah, you haven't seen 8th grade either?
I do need to see 8th grade. Funny enough, that was actually a couple scenes were shot down the street.
For
Really?
real.
There's a neighborhood like literally around the corner, and a couple scenes were shot there.
That rules.
Nice. Yeah, 8th grade was a really, really interesting movie. I feel like it kind of captures the same vibe as like mid-90s.
I've never seen mid '90s.
I mean, like they are.
That was the Jonah Hill one, right?
Yeah.
They are different films, but like the same kind of idea of just following like the one kid in a certain period of your life.
For sure.
Um,
Well, because some things are timeless, right?
yeah.
Like growing up and like having these experiences and like feeling like like puberty and like all that shit. Those are timeless.
And
Plus,
no
you
matter
ever-
no matter what's going to change with the times, it's going to still be those kinds of experiences. It's just like, how is that going to change in these different decades? I do really like seeing those different kind of movies of what it was like in the 80s to the 90s
Oh,
to
yeah.
the 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, you
feel
want the perfect example of that. Boyhood.
Boyhood, yeah.
Movie shot over what 20 years, 25 years.
Something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Man started that movie in like 96 and finished it in 2014, 13.
Yeah.
Like That's like the quintessential example of
I
growing
also
up.
I also really enjoy like just listening to Bo Burnham talk about when he made that movie.
do you?
If you've ever heard like watched any of the interviews, like there was a really big one about like the scene about like her going to like the pool party or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm not giving you any spoilers, but just
I
there's
think
a
that
pool
was
party
actually
at
the
some
scene
point.
that was shot down the street.
Oh really?
Oh, for real?
It might have been, yeah.
And
cool.
like he talks about how like it was a really big deal that whenever they weren't filming, all the cameras were pointed at the ground, and he was like, are you sure you're comfortable with this? I can cut the scene out, but like, and she was like, no, like it's okay. Like he talks about how it was really like important to him to make sure that she was 100% comfortable at all times, and that everybody was incredibly respectful, and only the bare minimum of people needed to be there for that
Yeah,
scene.
you absolutely have a closed set for something
Right.
like that. Absolutely.
And and like some people might look at that as just like it's just a person in a fucking swimsuit, like it's a one-piece swimsuit, like what's the big deal?
No,
but like it's still
they don't understand the
right.
the
And
woman,
like,
the girl's on camera and she's in a bathing suit and there's other people, there's grown men and women
Right.
staring at her all day. It's
and
like it's
but like
it's
listening to
taxing.
him talk about that making the movie and scenes like that, it's really. I really just like listening to Bo Burnham and his like takes. That
He's
he
a very
has on things.
he's a very
It really
insightful
is.
guy.
yeah.
It's like
I
when,
don't-
it's like
how-
when you see his sorry, cut you off.
No, okay.
It's like when you see his stand-up specials. They're less of comedy specials and more of just really intense art pieces.
Yeah.
And
No,
yeah,
he's a very. I think he's a very insightful guy. I think he's a very intelligent and very insightful.
I
guy.
really, I hope he's doing well,
Mhm.
because I
Me
like
too.
I like him to do things, but also then the whole point is that he talks about how like him doing things is the only thing that makes him like a big deal, and so
Yeah.
like it's like that whole cycle, and it's like. I mean, maybe, but I do like you doing things, sir. I enjoy the things you make.
I love the fact that he and his girlfriend live in the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Yeah.
I think that's so
Apparently
funny.
they're selling it, but yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They sold it.
But
they sold it.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
they did for a good amount of time. That's pretty
That's
cool.
so funny. To
I do
me.
remember
I love
that that sold a little while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
it. 'Cause
'cause
I
we-
found
I sent the
out
article.
about it and sent it to you guys. And
Yeah.
you were like, oh yeah, and then you looked it up and they're like, oh, they're selling it.
Yeah. It's, I remember. I remember talking
Um,
about that for a second.
But
Yeah, I just find that really funny.
yeah,
It's just like a classic film house. Like
It's always funny to see. It's like things like that. It's like, oh yeah, there was actually just a house that they picked for that. It's like fuck it, you know.
Amityville Horror.
Yeah, I was gonna jump completely different genre. Fucking Workaholics.
Never seen it.
never seen
You
it.
never seen
either.
Workaholics? Okay, great show. Yeah. So
One of the dudes has like a really oh fuck, I'm forgetting his name. Weird Al hair, right?
Oh, Blake
Yeah.
Anderson.
Blake Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like big in the skateboarding community too. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Right.
he?
Yeah.
Big skateboarder.
Yeah.
It was so basically like the show is they all share a house and they're working at a job, and that's the general gist, and they shoot in an actual house. They don't have an actual set, they have a house. And the funny thing was, they actually, to save money, were just shooting in their house, and in between seasons were just living there. So it was just their actual fucking house.
That rules. Well, that lends itself to a bit of authenticity too.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah,
like I
no.
love I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Before movies, Before Midnight, Before Sunrise, and Before Sunset.
No.
There's 3 movies that came out in between 1996 and 2013 called the Before trilogy. They're Richard Linklater, who, if you guys don't know, he did Dazed and Confused,
Okay.
School of Rock, which is probably his biggest movie.
Fucking love that movie.
Such a good
Who
movie.
doesn't
Encouraged
love
me
that
to pick up
movie?
a guitar
Love
for the first
School
time.
of Rock.
Really?
That rules.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It was Jack Black in that movie.
That's really
And,
cool.
like all the musical references they made, I was like, oh shit, I like this.
Yeah.
I like that idea, and I picked up a guitar, and I didn't really stick with it at the time because I didn't listen to music. That was just like the only experience, like the only like real close experience I had with music. But when I turned 13, I started listening to punk music. I was like, fuck, I really do love this. I want to get back into this, and I picked up a bass. I started playing, and then I joined a band. I played through all high school.
There you go.
There was they also did like a reunion, like a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They sure
Like, it
did.
was
Yeah, it was
like-
like a Zoom reunion.
Yeah,
I
like
think, right?
20. No, like they played a concert.
Yeah.
Did they
stuff.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that rocks.
They might have done a Zoom one too, like during COVID, but they
Oh.
did like a maybe like a 20 year? No. 10, 15?
2004.
Something like that.
Okay, so maybe like a 15 or
15.
something like that,
Oh,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was they all of them, and they sang like they did like a whole set of songs.
Oh my god, that rocks so
Mhm.
hard.
Yeah.
That rules.
Jack Black's great.
Jack Black is a
Oh,
love.
Apparently
Jack
he
Black.
was the one that was like trying to be like, no, we should do this.
Yeah, no,
What do you
Jack
like
Black.
get them all together. did you
Oh,
think?
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I heard. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, but that,
I mean,
it does
yeah.
sound very
And
Jack
Tenacious
Black.
D, I think, was the composers of the music that they wrote for that.
I believe it.
I totally believe that.
yeah,
that rocks.
Jack Black is such a fucking
Dude,
fantastic
his
guy.
fucking TikTok, just him in a Speedo doing fucking random shit,
Yeah.
like in cowboy boots, just doing splits and shit. Like,
Sometimes Tenacious D, when they go on the road, they just do shit like that in like gyms at hotels, and they're just like, the D are here, and we're gonna, and just like going on and shit like that. They're the fucking funniest guys.
They really are funny.
They've got
dudes.
such great energy.
They do.
love Jack Black, dude.
And then he'll just be like going and doing that shit, and he's like, "Oh, just hanging out with the Foo Fighters casually. What's up?"
And his
Doing
mom's a
that.
fucking stupidly smart astrophysicist.
Yeah, both his
course.
parents are rocket scientists.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Did you not know that?
No.
His
Yeah.
mother figured out how to. Oh God, I'm forgetting it. She figured out like there was something wrong with the the Apollo mission. She was the one that solved the mathematical equation while giving birth to him. She was like in like NASA's headquarters, fucking doing the math thing, and it was like, "Oh, I'm going into labor. Hold on." Figuring it out, solved it, went to the fucking hospital, gave birth to him, and then gave in the papers for the fucking like mission.
Talk about fucking Superwoman, dude. That
Honestly.
rules.
I'll look it up later. I'm sure I got some stuff wrong in that vague assumption, but like, no. She actively like was solving a problem while giving birth to him.
So cool.
Yeah.
No, but that first Tenacious D album has really got some it's objectively juvenile humor, but like it's so goddamn.
Pick a
I mean-
Destiny too, dude. Like,
I mean, that's
Pick
what
a
they,
Destiny, but like who
that's what they
cares?
did. That's
it's
what they
so
wanted.
fun.
I really
that's exactly
like
what
cock
they did.
push-ups is hilarious.
we'll never get another Tenacious D movie, but like I want it.
Yeah, I mean, they
so
made
would
they
love
made
to.
a TV show a little while ago
Did they?
Did
with
they?
HBO. It wasn't. It's not like what you're thinking though.
Oh.
It's like it was like animated. It was much like the original Tenacious D stuff.
Oh.
Okay. I was like, because I want Dave Grohl as the devil again.
Dude,
Yeah.
you think I don't want Dave Grohl's the devil
I
again?
want Beelzebub Part 2 or whatever. So bad.
Yeah.
I-
No,
I-
that movie's funny.
I fucking love those guys too. Like one time, I was watching an interview with him, and they were like, "So will Tenacious D like ever make a serious album?" He's like, "No, never. I don't want it."
They don't need to.
They don't
No,
need to.
no.
They fill such a strong niche. Like they don't need to.
And like they're fucking great musicians.
They are.
Fantastic.
Kyle Gass
Kyle
is such a
Gass.
good guitarist.
And
like,
and did Jack Black can fucking sing, man.
sure
Mhm.
can dude, can he? Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god. He's got pipes.
Oh
Inward
my God.
singing, dude.
I was watching some video of him like just doing some singing, and the band just like starts playing the like intro to War Pigs, and he just goes the generals gathered, part that
Right.
he does, and his fucking voice is so incredible. His voice is fucking powerful. What
Yeah.
can I say?
Yeah.
And the man can play the what's it called, the saxophone or the sousaphone,
Saxophone.
whatever the fuck it's called.
Come on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
Three,
about.
1, 2, 3, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The only good thing that ever happened on that fucking Jimmy Fallon show. He is not a good host. I don't care what people say.
No, Jimmy Fallon. I
Yeah,
don't really
he's
care
weak.
for Jimmy Fallon. I'm more of I'm a Conan guy. I love Conan.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
like
really
Stephen Colbert.
watch.
I love Stephen Colbert
Yeah,
too.
I don't really watch many late night shows.
Neither
but,
do I,
but I
but
just
If I was to choose to watch one of the highlights,
Jimmy
of
Fallon
one,
ain't one
Conan.
of the like I don't feel like he gives a lot.
I don't know. I just think he's like the people's host. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where he feels like a very general market.
Yeah,
Like, more power to
I
him. Like,
enjoy
that's
the
his thing.
interviews that like Kimmel or Colbert or Conan give infinitely more. Like
Kimmel's
Jimmy-
fine.
Jimmy
yeah.
Fallon
alright.
does like the fucking like
I don't even-
celebrity like impression stuff and whatnot, and those are like
Yeah.
fun to watch. But like if I'm watching for like an interview or something, I feel like I'd
Go to
much rather
Colbert or
go- yeah.
Conan.
Yeah.
Colbert is a great interviewer.
Like I don't even really
he
like.
did it for years
Yeah.
before he went to late night.
Mhm.
It's
like-
great, and like whenever he nerds out with people.
Oh, yeah,
the
it's great.
greatest part.
Love when he talks about like when he was with
The
Adam
the
Rings
Scott.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, when he goes on about Lord of the Rings, one day I've said this before. One day I want to become famous, not because I want to be famous for any reason other than I want to get interviewed by Stephen Colbert.
I'll talk about the rings.
I want to get on his show and I want to talk at his
Does he still
face.
do it?
Yeah,
Colbert?
he's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
he's
Oh, I
the
thought he
Late
stopped
Show.
doing the
No, he's
Colbert.
the Late Show. No, he's
No,
the
he's
Late
still
Show
on.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to talk at him for about 2-3 minutes straight about Dragon Ball lore and just get really into it. And I just
He
wanna-
likes Dragon Ball.
No.
Oh,
And I
okay.
want to end it. I want to see his dead eyes, and I want to end it with, and that is how I fucking feel when you talk about Lord of the Rings on your show. Or that's how your audience feels. I love Lord of the Rings. But I just want to just be like, that is how your audience feels when you talk about Lord of the Rings, man. It is so
Just gonna
fucking
talk about
dense.
Dokken.
No, I'm just gonna talk about. I'm just gonna fucking go on about like why Super Saiyans turn blonde and why their hair is actually naturally black. A Saiyan's hair is always black, but it turns blonde when he does Super Saiyan. It's a legendary transformation that only comes once in 1,000 years.
It's a legendary
that's actually
transformation.
a lie.
That means Akira Toriyama didn't want to shade in the hair when he was drawing.
100%.
And then
No,
it
you
became
get
a
there. We
bargain.
get there.
And then it became a bargain sale where everybody had it.
Then it turns out if you hit your kid, he just goes Super Saiyan.
Or your Trunks, and you just kind of get it apparently.
You just kind of receive it.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Chi-Chi was training Goten,
It's okay.
his second son, and she hit him a little hard, and he
They
got
were
upset.
sparring.
They were sparring. She was training him to fight, which is nice because she did refuse that for Gohan.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which is
you
why
could do that
Goten's
with
an
Dragon
idiot.
Ball, and I could do that with Star Wars. And
Exactly.
Well, it'll be great.
Exactly.
Oh boy, no! Because if you do it with Star Wars,
I'll
then
be there
you're gonna
for
have
4
a
days.
fucking. You're gonna have a world after you if you do
Oh,
that
dude,
on the
you're gonna
Cobera
get
board.
canceled.
No,
on
no,
Twitter.
it's not even that I would give my opinions on it. It's I would just relay lore and facts.
Just I'll just
I'd be there for
I'll
4
I'll
days.
be on
I'd have to camp
I'll be
out.
on the late night show and I'll just stare into the camera and be like, "The Last Jedi sucks," and then
Just
just
watch.
walk off.
You just see like a building collapse in the background. You ever see Cloverfield?
Dude,
You just see that happen, like the building falls.
You
like,
see the Statue of
Statue
Liberty
of
head
Liberty
fucking
is
smash.
dude, you're gonna say that, and you're just gonna get all the neckbeards being like, "This guy's got good points."
oh my god, if a neckbeard ever
Yo,
agrees with
hey,
me on
you know
anything-
what? If somebody watches this, hears me say that, and starts fucking sharing it, great. Whatever, win, because that means we win. I don't care what
Who
happens.
gives a fuck?
Oh god,
I couldn't give a fuck.
Couldn't give a shit.
no, not at all.
About Star Wars
you and me have
Discord.
gone off about that for
Yeah.
enough.
I hate Star Wars discourse. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I hate everybody else that it's a Star Wars fan. I'm the only good Star Wars fan.
What about
You've
me?
heard it here first.
You've
I-
heard. You've heard
Me,
my.
Colin,
you've heard
and
my,
Mike are the only
you've
good
heard
Star
my
Wars
one
fans.
Star. We paused the Matrix so I could give you my scathing cold Star Wars take.
Yeah, you sure did.
The
yeah. remember
episode
that.
3, the episode 3 Revenge of the Sith Star Wars game was the best Star Wars game that I had ever played up until
That was a fantastic
That
game.
was a
Force Unleashed.
Dude.
That
and
game had no business being as good
Episode
as it
3
was.
was so fucking good.
episode
It was
three-
backwards compatible
You
now.
ever
It was
just, you ever
so
just release a
good
fighting
looking,
game
too.
along with your regular game? Literally,
And it's
they just
backwards
packed the
compatible
fighting
now.
Game.
Is
That
it?
rules.
No, I mean I only
On
had it on
Xbox,
I had it
yeah.
on PS2.
on Game Pass.
I
it's
have it on
X-
Xbox.
Yeah, on Game Pass it's now backwards compatible.
That rocks.
I'm gonna play it again.
Dude,
so
I just
hard.
remember
Good game.
like when you cut through the battle droids and it's like holy shit, you can see like the lightsaber marks actually cut them in half in that exact spot. It was like holy.
Yeah.
The amount of
how are
times
they
I
doing
replayed
that?
that game.
Oh, countless.
Oh my god, dude.
Countless.
That I used to play Lego Star Wars all the fucking
Lego Star Wars was
time.
Love
so
Lego
fucking
Star Wars.
good.
And then Force Unleashed came out.
I didn't play that one.
Love-
Disappointed.
Oh, love Force Unleashed 1 and 2.
So disappointed
Love
by that
them
game.
so much. Love those games. They used to be
You know
canon.
what? They overhyped the shit out of those games, and then when it came out, it was like, this is
What
it.
was that?
They adequately hyped those games.
What was the Souls-like game? Fallen Order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
game
that was
rocks.
really
Great,
good.
great
really
game.
fantastic. game, yeah.
in my opinion, the greatest thing of Star Wars media to come out in recent history, probably on par with Mandalorian.
Oh, that yeah. I think
I would
like,
agree.
I mean,
would
gameplay wise,
agree.
it was absolutely fantastic. It did some really good, just like general. You're exploring different Star Wars areas, got all the creatures and stuff, and the story was like just like
It was fine.
it was fine. It was
I
like
enjoyed it.
But it's the
it was
gameplay
fairly
that
basic.
stood out.
It was fairly basic, and I think that was the best part because it's like you don't need to get too in deep in here because I'm here for the Souls.
Do we know we're getting another one?
And it was
We,
fantastic.
yeah.
We
No,
do?
They were totally getting another one.
Do we know that?
They haven't announced it yet. but,
Okay,
like,
that's what I was asking.
Do
If
we
we
really
knew
know we're
that.
getting
no, it's come on.
It's been a couple of years.
We've known that Wolfenstein 3 is coming, and boy, has that never been announced.
It's coming.
Wolfenstein.
Oh, they're good because they're. But here's the
Love
thing.
those
Here's the
Wolfenstein
thing.
remakes.
Your machine games. Bethesda approaches you. We're making an Indiana Jones game. You think they're gonna prioritize Wolfenstein 3 over Indiana
They
Jones?
should.
They're not.
Wolfenstein's gonna sell.
Wolfenstein's
when it
gonna
comes
sell.
out. When it
Regardless,
comes
it's
out,
gonna sell
no
regardless.
matter what. They
You're-
don't need that hype.
They got the opportunity to make an Indiana Jones game. They're gonna make that before they make Wolfenstein 3, no doubt.
But Wolfenstein 2.
Look, I love
is-
Wolfenstein
and
1 and
one
2. I love
are
those games.
So fucking good.
I love those
okay,
games.
but the fans
But we're-
waited 30 years.
but
They can
Indiana
wait another
Jones.
fucking 5 is the
Yeah.
thing.
Nah.
And that's not my argument for why they should do it, but it's like if somebody's coming and you're like, hey, you want to make the Indiana Jones game?
Yeah.
Deus
When was
Ex.
the last time there was an Indiana Jones game? Was it on the NES or
Oh,
something?
you want to talk about
No,
something
no,
that was taken outside and shot in the
PS3.
head?
that I can
Okay.
remember?
You want to talk
Um,
about something that was taken outside and shot in the
Deus
head?
Ex, fucking
Deus
Human
Ex.
Revolution and Mankind Divided, and then that
Never
company
played
was
one of
like,
those
all right,
games.
cool, we'll make a third one because it's the final trilogy, and then they were like, oh wait, but we can make Avengers game. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then they made
How'd
Marvel's
that go?
Avengers, which
And then look
isn't
how that
even
turned out.
How'd
good.
that go?
Look how that turned out. I can't believe we.
Marvel's Avengers is so not fun to play.
If
the
you,
story was pretty interesting,
The
but
story's
God
good.
was
I love the campaign in that game,
God
but
was
the
it
rest
not
of it
fun
is
to play.
terrible. The campaign I think is actually a real big highlight. I love the campaign in that game, but the rest of it is just rough.
I wish it was fun to play.
Yeah.
And I've not
It's
gone
rough.
back to it since playing the original, and
Yeah.
never been
Me
bothered.
neither.
I think I
Haven't even
deleted
tried.
it.
Haven't even tried Hawkeye yet.
Nope.
Yeah, and
Or Kate Bishop.
Nope.
And they really tried
I
to make it
deleted
like
it.
a games as a service kind of system, and it just
Nope.
was like dead on arrival.
Dude, I have like such a big guilty pleasure spot for games as service games.
I
But the
think
thing is, we've never gotten a good one.
no, I think,
so
I think
it's like,
Halo's doing pretty good so far.
is that going to be game? Oh yeah, that is going to be games
It's
as service.
effectively games.
Explain
as a
to me what
service.
games of service is again.
So it's a game that releases with a certain amount of content, and over the course of its life, over the course of its life cycle, it gets free updates of like, I don't know, content
Wait.
and content and yeah, just content.
So,
You-
But
like,
the
you-
game
wait.
mostly makes its money back by microtransactions.
But the thing is, you play a gacha game though.
I do.
That's a game as a service.
But I've never spent money on a gacha game.
That doesn't matter. You're
That is
still
true.
enjoying the content of it.
But that's
Like,
the thing. That's
I
what I'm
like
saying.
about
It's a guilty pleasure.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
no,
then,
that's what I like
then
about
if,
Dokkan,
if
'cause
it's
it's like it's
about
constantly updated.
microtransactions,
Yeah.
then
It gives you more content
then
than
no.
it
Yeah, it gets its revenue through microtransactions.
Yeah,
Like that's
like
what
skins,
Halo's going to be right now,
cosmetics.
because it's the battle pass is the money. It's like Fortnite is the battle pass is how they make it. They give you Fortnite for free.
I'm still on the fence about battle passes because
It depends how it works.
Depends on the pricing and how it works.
I guess it's maybe it's just old fashioned to be like, I just kind of wish my game came out and then they maybe released like DLC of like another chunk of a story mode or something, and like after a little bit, game's over, and if you want to keep playing, you can. Like I miss the days of like getting fucking COD and being like, here's the fucking new maps of zombies, or like here's the
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
mythic and
well,
legendary
well,
map packs for
yeah.
Halo.
Well, Mike, I have an album recommendation for you. It's called "Those Days Are Gone."
That's what I'm saying, I guess.
What a niche fucking joke. I
Is
love
that- is
that.
that
Nice joke
actually an
he
album?
loves.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
It's a
freaking-
great
yeah.
album at mine.
It's one
Is
of my
it a Green
favorite.
Day album?
No, it's free throw.
Oh,
One of my
okay.
favorite albums actually.
Yeah, that's a really good album.
yeah,
But
like
I
I
don't
guess
know.
those days are gone.
my
It's
my
just-
thing with battle passes is that like it depends on like the content and how, because the thing is like battle passes never objectively affect your gameplay experience. They're all just fucking cosmetic items.
right.
So like the reason we buy the Siege one is because you get cool shit with it, and it's also $10 every 3 months,
And you get the character immediately.
and you get the character immediately. So like that's the reason why we buy the Siege one. It's just $10 every 3 months. Like
and we end up
big
playing.
fucking whoop.
We end up
Like,
playing. Well, when we were playing actively, we were playing like 2-3 nights a week.
Yeah,
So like it felt like I was getting my money's worth. So I'm fine
Exactly.
with spending $10.
yeah.
And it's like it's all cosmetic. That's what I like about it. Is it's all cosmetic except for like experience boosters and stuff like that. But it's
Yeah.
nothing that's going to give me an advantage in the
Yeah,
game.
there's no predatory behavior.
Yeah, but I
with
mean,
it.
like, because like go with like the old COD days, right? When like you used to just level up, right, and that would give you
Yeah.
more guns, and then if you prestige,
sure.
you'd restart again.
Mhm.
Like, I kind of just liked that progression of unlocking stuff, where like you just play and level up, and then you get some shit
Oh,
every
no.
time you level up.
that was the
I
best
liked
way.
that. but
Right.
I
Like-
like that, but I also didn't like it because here's I think COD is the perfect example for this, because the first week of a new COD game is the best time of a COD game.
You're right.
Because
Dude, the first
everybody's
week
on
of-
the same fucking
Oh,
playing
yeah.
ground. Because once those people who are tryhards and have gotten leveled up way further than the casual player is, they have better guns. So now the better players have better guns than the worst players who have worse guns. How the fuck are you supposed to do good?
I mean, the biggest time when I played COD would have been the World at War Black Ops Modern Warfare days.
Yeah.
And like I feel like, at least from my memory, I never really remembered that being much of an issue.
That bugs me during like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 times.
Yeah, I
because,
mean, maybe it did bother me back then. I'm not sure, but from my memory, I don't ever remember that being like a fucking goddamn it. Like they have the level
No, 'cause
60 sniper, and I don't.
No, because it was like when Black Ops came out. I remember it's like first week everyone was running around with like the Makarov pistol or whatever it was called, and it was like the weakest, shittiest pistol, but everybody's running around with like two of them having fun. And after that, these motherfuckers got the deagle. They're one-shotting me from across the map, and I'm just trying to fucking
Yeah, the
get my
Juan
bearings.
Dig.
Yeah,
Remember that? Juan Dig.
The fucking
and then I'm getting
tomahawks across
like
the map.
The
tomahawks across them, and I'm
Getting
getting
a
shit
tomahawk
talked.
shot is
Noob
one of the most
tubes.
I'm
satisfying
getting shit
shit
talked for
ever.
noob tubing, and I'm like, bro, this is the only way I'm getting kills against you. Fuck off.
Yeah,
Like,
but I do
'cause
miss map packs.
I
Though.
I do miss map
yeah.
packs. We were talking about that the other day. I do 100% agree. Like, the games as a service isn't a terrible model, but I do absolutely miss like new map pack day dropping and just paying like $15-$30, get that new map pack. Because when it came with like the fucking zombies maps,
Yeah, like back when
Holy
season
shit,
passes
yes.
actually mattered. You'd pay an extra $20 when you bought the game because you go to GameStop or whatever and they'd be like, "Do you want to spend $20
You wanna
extra
buy the
dollars
game,
for season pass?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, I guess." And then you get it, and then like those map packs would come out, and you'd already have them.
Yeah, you just have them already.
And it'd be like that stuff was like great, and like I guess you can make the point that like those days aren't entirely gone, and for the fact that like because games of service isn't just the normal like fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, that game probably won't have DLC as far as I'm aware, but like that's just a pure story mode game, no microtransactions, just everything you get is in that story, and then you fucking leave when it's over.
Yeah,
Which I loved that game immensely.
those are the people that make Deus Ex.
It was that? I thought they made the wait. No, then did they not make Avengers?
Crystal Dynamics and them made.
Okay.
The
All right. I was
co-
gonna
they
say I
code-
thought they made Avengers.
Yeah, they co-developed
Wait, Crystal Dynamics with the
the
fucking.
Tomb Raider people. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh God. All right. Man, I don't know what happened with that game, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Oh God. But Guardians of the Galaxy game, incredible.
Yeah,
Have you finished it yet?
No, I haven't even gotten past the first level yet. I haven't played it in a while.
It's long, by the way.
Oh, good.
It's really long. Like every
Good.
time I
I
thought
like-
I
I
was
want
getting
more
close, I
content.
was like, oh, it's still fucking going.
Good.
It's so fun. I talked about this on maybe last week's or 2 weeks ago's podcast, so I won't go back too far into it. But it is definitely one of those games where like you'll be playing and you'll be walking, or running through the map, and then like the characters will just start talking, which
Yeah.
it pertains to like it doesn't add anything to or it adds stuff to the story, but it does not matter to the story.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. And you get really annoyed when you accidentally go to a new area, so they stop talking and
Yeah,
like do
cuts
the
off.
triggered like things,
Yeah.
and you're like, no, but I wanted to hear what they were talking about.
That's what I heard was one of the stronger aspects of the game is the character banter and writing and stuff.
The character writing, incredible. I really liked the gameplay. I don't know what other people's opinions on the game
I
are.
heard the
at all,
combat
but
was pretty well received.
I
liked
really
it when I
enjoyed
played it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked how they did the way to switch between the characters and stuff. Well, not switch between them, but like
Yeah,
do
like
the
the-
like
Mhm.
kind of like the fighting game moves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was cool.
And I really I had a lot of fun with that game, and I would love if they make like story mode DLCs and stuff. I don't think they will. I think they'll probably just make another game. It seems like, but I had a lot of fun with it, and like those games I enjoy. Like hell, back in the old COD days, like I would play the campaign before I ever touched the multiplayer. That was like my rule.
That was my rule too.
Like,
I would do that
and that's
too.
not even really a rule anymore for games, but like because it's not
now they're
yeah.
not even putting campaigns back.
right.
anymore.
Like
Like a Battlefield. Battlefield
Yeah.
doesn't even have a campaign anymore.
right. Like
What?
that
Halo's
was
releasing multiplayer before campaign.
yeah. Like my big rule always was finish the campaign before I ever touch multiplayer.
That was
I'd
me
at least
too.
start it. Like, I'd get like a couple missions into COD, and then it's like my friends would be like, "Oh, hey, hop on multiplayer playing some TDM." I'm like, "Fuck yeah." let's
Well,
get
back
it.
then I
Let's get
had
in.
back then I had no life, so like I'd finish the campaign in like a day. So
They
more
are really
fun.
quick.
Gotta give
4
it a couple
hours,
days.
5 hours, not even.
yeah, they weren't even that long anyway. So
Depends on the COD, but yeah, no, it's usually just a couple hours.
fucking love World at War's story mode.
World War Story
That
was
was
really
good.
good.
So
My
much
favorite's
fun.
Black Ops 1's.
Black Ops 1 is
that-
probably
that-
the one that sticks out the most. I also really liked Modern Warfare 1.
Modern Warfare 1's classic.
Is Black Ops 1 the one with
The numbers. The
Numbers, Mason. What do they
right.
mean?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of
Where it's implied that he killed the president. The fuck?
something like that.
Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the game, there's like a screenshot where like he's like, it's like we still got to figure out who killed Kennedy, and then it's like cuts to a picture of Alex Mason with a gun, and I'm like,
Oh,
I'm like, what?
Which one does it come back around to? I'm forgetting his name. The Russian dude that ran through you with World at War.
Victor Reznov?
Yeah.
Hey.
Which one does he come back in?
Black Ops 1.
Was it Black Ops 1?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, in the second mission,
Because
you
he's in
break
World
out
at
of the
War,
prison.
and then he shows up in fucking
yeah,
Black Ops.
in the second mission, you break out of a Russian
but
prison
doesn't
and
he
you
not
break
exist?
him out. Yeah, but it
yeah,
turns
doesn't
out he
exist.
died.
Well,
on
yeah,
the,
he
on
died.
the way.
Yeah, didn't he? Oh, he
He
died on the
gets
way
shot.
there.
He gets shot on the
okay,
train.
that's right. He did exist, but then he gets shot, and then he just
At the end of the
continues to
mission, he
think
gets at the end of the mission. You say you escape on a train and you
Yeah.
pull him up onto a train. But at the end of the game, there's a flashback where it's like we fucking lied to you, and like when you're pulling him up in that cutscene, he gets shot in the back and falls off the train.
That
was it.
Which was the most depressing thing as a kid because I was like, because
That was Gary Oldman.
Yeah, because I was like, I know that guy. He was in the World at War game.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd see him again.
Yeah.
I loved him. And then you're going through the game and you're like, yeah. And then the end of the game and you're like,
See, I didn't
No.
even I didn't even remember him from the World at War game because I played that, and then it was like a couple years later you play, or like a year later you play fucking Modern Warfare, and then fucking that's out of my mind. I'm thinking about Soap. I'm thinking about
I never actually
Savage.
played the original Modern Warfare.
no.
No.
Really?
Oh, so good.
I stuck to World at War entirely. World at War was the one I played, and then once Black Ops came out, I swapped to Black Ops. I didn't play World at War. I didn't play.
Captain
Modern
Price.
Warfare. I didn't play Modern Warfare until 2, and then I didn't even play 3. I didn't get 3 either.
3's not that great.
Yeah, I
I didn't
remember
play
that
that one.
being
3 very
yeah.
forgettable.
But Modern Warfare 2 is the one with no Russian, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
Russian.
Yeah, a mission upon replaying, I don't really get it.
Well,
it was.
I don't
think it was,
get it.
It's
I think it was
purely
a
just
couple
you.
things.
You're trying to infiltrate them, and so you have to.
Yeah.
along.
No, but
No,
here's
wait,
the thing,
wait,
right?
do you mean you don't get like the reason the character was doing the thing, or do you not get the reason the mission was in the game?
No, yeah, that. Right.
The reason it was
because
in-
like the reason
yeah.
the mission is in the game, right? Because like I'm no prude, right?
Mhm.
I don't give a shit. Like I wasn't. I mean, like yeah, it was disturbing upon first because like what Modern Warfare. I got Modern Warfare 2 like the week it came out, so that was 2009. So I was what?
Holy fuck! Was that
13?
2009?
No, I was 12. Not even. How old was I? 11.
2009, 13. I was 13.
You were 96. I was
I'm
96 too.
I
right?
would have been 12.
So I was like, all
So
right,
you were
12,
13.
13.
Yeah.
12, 13, right? I got it the first week it came out, 12, 13, right? I'm playing it, 12-year-old, right? You're sitting in the elevator, smelly Russian dude's like, the reason I say smelly Russian dude is because he's a terrorist. Not all Russians are smelly. I just want to clarify that.
Good save.
All terrorists are
clarify
smelly.
that.
Gonna get
All
canceled.
terrorists are smelly.
All terrorists are smelly. To all our Russian fans who are not smelly, Russian terrorists.
Yeah, one of
are
our
smelly.
biggest fans is Russian.
That is true.
Yeah,
Who?
Austin.
Oops. Hey, Austin. You're not smelly. You're one of the most pleasantly scented people I've ever met.
It's crazy.
Russian terrorists.
It's
are
crazy
smelly.
how in our D&D campaign you're gonna keep getting struck by lightning.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
You're just gonna be taking negative
How I'm just gonna
one
get
HP
killed.
damage every
That's
time.
Yeah, yeah.
He's our
You take a
DM.
step and you step into a goddamn sinkhole.
Yeah.
Good luck, asshole.
Suddenly you hear a voice from the heavens. Try getting out of that, you smelly asshole.
Yeah, you piece of shit. Yeah.
All right. So anyway.
So anyway, yeah.
no
but, like,
Russian.
I don't really get no Russian, right? Because like, it feels like the only reason it's in is because to shock people.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the
100%. You know how much?
Yeah, but,
you
like,
know how
it's
much that
boring.
game sold after all the moms were like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like that's boring.
You know, that's like
You put shit in
that
to
was like
shock
getting
people.
that was like getting the fucking parental advisory rating on albums.
They did that on
yeah,
purpose.
yes.
Like a lot of bands did that on purpose because they would sell like 10 times more. Ozzy Osbourne used to say, you know, the parental advisory thing that fucking sold so many more.
It used to be a
albums for
badge
me.
of honor.
It was a badge
Yeah.
of honor. He would do it on purpose. There would be times he didn't actually need it, and he would do it on purpose. He would go back and fix it so it would be there on purpose, because then it
rules.
sold more.
That rocks.
Yeah,
That- that
it's
mission-
purely because of that.
And
Do
I
you-
mean,
do you
here's
remember,
the,
like,
here's the shitty thing.
what was the
It's like-
commercial that had all those moms sitting there watching a gameplay?
Oh, Dead Space.
yeah,
Dead
yeah,
Space,
and they're
yeah.
like, "How dare this game? This is awful!"
Yeah,
and
but
then it
Dead
fucking
Space
sold
makes
so much
sense.
money.
Dead Space, it makes sense because it's a horror game.
But what I'm saying is like, it's the same thing.
yeah, I know it is the same thing.
I just
But, like,
I don't
I
know.
don't
It was weird though because
no
I do
Russian
remember.
is just like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, because I do remember being a kid and just like finding it fun.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
didn't even think about it as a kid.
I didn't
100%.
think about it.
No,
Here's
not
the
at all.
thing. I didn't think about it. I was this dumb 13-year-old. I was like, oh, this is like God mode. I get to just shoot things and there's no
This is
shooting back.
God mode.
100%.
You know, like you would go replay
Which might
that
say
mission.
a lot about us.
Yeah,
guess so,
no,
yeah.
like no, because here's the thing. Because I knew pretty much everyone else did that fucking thing too. I would go to my friend's house and they're fucking replaying No Russian.
Yeah. Because you don't think about it.
You don't think about it, and it's funny because it doesn't affect you as an adult. It doesn't like rot your brain and ruin you and like.
No, I played that mission. I
dehumanize
still have
things.
not shot up an airport. So
Yeah,
I mean, there's that.
crazy. It's just like when you're a dumb kid,
It's
you
almost
just
like video
fucking
games
around.
don't make you violent.
Yeah,
Almost
crazy.
like they don't.
Almost
If
not at
anything,
all.
they actually do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's numerous studies to prove that they don't.
And
Yeah.
they do the exact opposite. They let you get out your anger and frustrations.
No, because it's like I think about that now and I'm like, oh god, because like the thought of that mission's just like I don't want to. Like you get to the second part where the fucking riot shows up, and then it's an actual mission, and it's like, okay, that part was like pretty dope.
I think I'd go back and play that with no issue.
I played it
I mean,
recently.
I'd play it, but like
on the
I wouldn't
PS4,
give a shit about the first part. I'd be there for the second part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
on the PS4 you get two free games a month, and the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was one of those games. So I recently replayed it, and like I'm playing No Russian, and I'm like, wow, this is a really big deal back in the day, but I feel like nothing right now.
Yeah.
It's such
Like,
a fucking
I feel
nothing.
literally nothing.
Speaking of remastered,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just so like
it's like Grand
it's
Theft
so
Auto.
like artificial
like Grand Theft Auto.
controversy. Like,
It's like Grand Theft Auto when you go around and you're shooting people and running people over in your cars. It's like there is nothing going on. You are fucking around in a game. There is you don't feel anything because nothing is real.
right?
yeah.
And that doesn't dehumanize anything. That doesn't change reality in any
No.
way. It's fucking.
So speaking of remakes and Grand Theft Auto, do you guys know the story about the new remake? What like why is everyone hating it?
apparently it's
Oh,
dog shit.
oh no.
Because
So
I know nothing about it other than people were like shitting on it. And I
You
don't
should,
know why.
no.
To answer your
So-
question, you should just watch gameplay of it.
No, apparently, like people were actually like I was talking to somebody who was actually enjoying it. It fucking broke like within the first couple days though, and you couldn't access the game.
Yeah. There's
Like
that.
like
There was like that was one of the big things was like you actually couldn't play the game.
because like I just wanted to get it for San Andreas.
Yeah, no, look, it's
Like-
like there was parts of it that was good, but then like you couldn't fucking play it.
I did see some stuff where like they changed jokes or the upres ruined some things where like there was like the
Yeah.
store that was the donut and the nut
yeah,
and they and the donut and the nut now are both circles, so it got rid of the joke and stuff like that. And like I that stuff I feel like would not bother me in any way, shape, or form.
yeah,
but-
like there was things like that, but then there was also like literally unable to access the game. Because I remember my friend was playing it like the day it came out. He was super hype about San Andreas. He was like, "Yo, they added the weapon wheel from GTA 5. That was such a good addition. I'm having a really good time." And then day 2, he's like, "I can't fucking play the game. The game is literally unplayable."
Did both of you ever play San Andreas?
I didn't
Just
like
a
it
bit at my friend's house.
growing up.
Okay, so as a
Wasn't for
kid,
me.
I say as a kid, my parents didn't let me get San Andreas. I had to sneak it from a friend.
Yeah, my parents didn't let me get Grand Theft Auto. The first one I really had was Grand Theft Auto 5.
That was the first one I bought with my own
First
money,
one I
too.
had was 4 because I was able to buy it digitally on Xbox 360.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
I-
didn't have to.
I-
Ask, I didn't have to
I
ask.
digitally bought
What, did you use your own card
one
for
of
it?
them on PSP.
I don't think I had my own card at that point, but like my dad said, I remember my dad was like, you can get one game like every month or 2 or something like that,
Wow.
or like it. Well, I had to work for it. Like
Oh, okay.
I was doing like chores and stuff.
I was about to
and
say, like, holy shit.
whatnot. No, like chores and stuff, and
Yeah.
also I didn't buy a new game every month because there was not a game
Yeah.
new that I liked every month or anything like that. Like I had to earn that money, just so people know it wasn't just like. I've
Fucking
also been working since I was
spoiled.
14, so I might have. I didn't have a card when I was 14, but I was making money, so I think I would give my dad the money.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what it was.
see, yeah.
Because I was working. I've been working since I was
I would do
14.
that
I
too.
would give my dad the money and then buy it on
Yeah.
the card. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Because I was like, that doesn't sound right.
No, I got
Oh
you.
yeah. So because my dad never paid me for chores, that's why I was like, that's not right. It was just expected for me to do
Yeah.
chores.
Yeah.
But so hold on, wait, real quick side tangent. Did you guys ever get allowances? Because I did not.
No, hell no.
Like a bit when I was a kid, so they get me to do chores. But then after a while, it's just like you're gonna do chores. Well, what about Marissa? She's a girl. She doesn't have to.
No, I never got an allowance, and both me and my sister were expected to do different stuff.
I
Like,
did that. Yeah, same.
my
was
dad
my
always said he was
sister's
like, I had you so you could carry bags I don't feel like carrying and put up the Christmas lights so I don't have to go up on the ladder anymore.
Fair enough.
But anyway, so I had to sneak San Andreas. I do remember when GTA 4 was coming out. I wanted to buy it on disc, and my mom was like, and I was deciding between Jaws Unleashed and that. And Jaws Unleashed ended up being a much gorier game. I remember she was more like, you can get Jaws because that one's less, because it's not GTA.
Because it's the movie.
Yeah. And that one ended up being horrifically violent, more so compared to GTA. But anyway, during the story mode, because nobody ever really played the story mode of GTA games back in the day, right? You
Oh,
just
no.
fucked around,
That was-
used
yeah.
cheat
Wait,
codes.
Really? No, I thought the people totally
No,
played
no,
that.
dude, 'cause-
cheat codes to get the fucking flying planes and jetpacks. You never did the
Yeah,
fucking
no, because
story.
I remember now the first one I got. I forget which one it was because I didn't fucking play the story mode. It was like GTA 3 or something on the PSP because I was able to like fucking realize, oh, I can like get a gift card, use the gift card to get PlayStation points, use the PlayStation points to buy an M-rated game
Microsoft points and PlayStation
without
points.
having
Microsoft
to,
points.
go through my parents because I wasn't allowed to get GTA. I just fucking used cheat codes and like ran around doing
100%.
shit.
That's what everyone did. Infinite money, infinite fucking health, whatever. All the guns.
No infinite health. You gotta. If they earn it, they earn it.
Well, fair enough. But like all
Gotta
that
be
all
some
that stuff, dude. I used to remember those cheat codes by heart.
I had them written down.
I mean, I also did, but at some point you played enough. I don't remember them anymore, but like I used to remember the infinite money, infinite guns, infinite ammo stuff. I remember one time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna play the story of San Andreas. And there's a point in the game that if you've entered a certain amount of cheat codes at some point, you can't beat this story mode because there's a person that like jumps off a building and you're supposed to get there to save them in like a vehicle. But if you've entered more than say 50 cheat codes, I think it was higher than that. I don't remember though. He would fall too fast and you could never save him no matter what you did. Even if you went to the cheat codes for like slow time and all that stuff, you could not save the person. So you just were not able to beat the game. So you'd have to play it over again without doing the cheat codes. And I remember getting to that and going like, nope. And just stopped playing forever.
Yeah.
This shit sucks. Yeah, I was never. I mean, still, even like, I don't really care for GTA.
I liked 5.
Not my thing.
I liked
5
5
is
a lot.
fine. I thought 5 was good.
Now it's the fucking
But-
it's the new Skyrim, except
Yeah,
Skyrim's
right.
still doing it.
Skyrim's
So
still the Skyrim of Skyrim.
I absolutely spent $20 to buy the anniversary edition,
Did you
and
really?
that was my 4th time buying Skyrim.
oh my! I've never even bought
Absolutely
Skyrim
did it.
once.
I bought it twice. I bought it on Xbox 360, and then later on I bought it for sale on Steam, so I could just mod the shit out of it.
Never even bought Skyrim
I
once.
thought about buying it for VR. That seemed like it would be fun.
Yeah, Skyrim VR seems pretty cool.
I played Skyrim at one of my friends' houses, and I played Oblivion at another friend's house, and I was just like, no, these games are not
God,
for me.
I hate Oblivion. I cannot
I never played.
stand Oblivion. Even when it came
just,
out.
Isn't it just the Skyrim of the olden days?
Yeah, but
Yes,
like
but no.
even when it came out,
Was my
I was
understanding.
still like, ugh,
I
And then
remember
Skyrim
liking
won me over.
Dragon Age more than I did Skyrim.
can't stand Dragon Age. I hate those games. I can't.
I've only ever played
can't
Dragon
do
Age
it.
2. I remember liking it more than Skyrim. But like I didn't play either of them all that much, and I just really like it was just one of those things where I was like, these just aren't games for me.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I fucking love fantasy.
I was gonna say, did you not fantasy? Did you ever play Fallout?
Yeah, I like Fallout to an extent. I enjoyed playing 3. I enjoyed 4, but like it's not it's not something that like
Wait,
I seek out.
You see you're thinking what I'm thinking, right?
No, but I think I have an idea of what you're thinking.
So you
Please.
liked 3.
Yeah, and
like- you
4
liked
is just
4.
3, but
4
4 story mode's worse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No issues with this.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever play New Vegas?
No. Which I know
no-
is by Obsidian,
yeah,
and they did Outer
no,
Worlds,
like-
which I
like-
fucking love.
No, but
Then
it's
you'll
also
like-
like
then you'll like
widely
Fallout New
considered to
Vegas.
be like New Vegas. If New Vegas is a 10, then like 4 and 3 are like 6s.
Right? No. I know.
I think
I've heard that a lot.
3.
I've heard that a lot. I just, as a kid, there were a lot of times because like my mom was like, I'm not buying you games anymore. Like
Yeah.
at a pretty
Yeah.
early age.
Yeah, it was my
And
mom
I didn't.
too.
And like I said, I was working at 14, but like I didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't at a job that gave me a lot of money, and like I would go buy lunch every day and stuff at school and whatnot. So like I didn't have a lot of money. So like there were a good amount of games that I used to go to GameStop and I would have them print out the games coming out that year or whatever,
Yeah.
and I would highlight the ones that I knew I was buying. 100%. It would be like it would be the pink highlighter would be the ones that I am buying. Blue would be the ones I was interested in if I had the money. And then I just remember that like I didn't really know anything about Fallout New Vegas or anything because I definitely didn't know studios at the time. And I remember playing 3, the Game of the Year edition is the one I had, and I remember liking it, but I didn't think anything of it past that. So I'm sure I saw Fallout New Vegas and just didn't really think about it, and so just kind of passed it up and probably got some like other stupid ass game instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I missed out on that game, and I want to go back and play it, but I'm also worried that I'm gonna have like the opinion of like I'm gonna go back and be like, a little rough to play nowadays.
What, Fallout 3?
Yeah, no. New Vegas.
No, New Vegas. It holds up.
It holds up.
It
yeah.
holds up.
Like the
But-
graphics are of
The
that
graphics,
time.
yeah,
but,
the
like,
graphics are really.
but it's like it's not bad.
No,
It's-
even
but
in
also
even in 2010 when it
Fallout
came out,
4
it looked like
still
shit.
looks like Fallout 3. So like,
yeah, no, it's like that. It's like you look at it and you're like, yeah, this is made after like 2004, so it's so easy to just see things. I can make things out.
right.
I can tell what's on the screen.
But like,
So I'm fine.
I know I would probably like it because I fucking love Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is so fun.
It's
Which
made
is-
by the same,
No, I know,
literally
I
the
know.
same people.
It's made
So
by
it's like-
Obsidian.
No, I mean like same dev team.
Oh yeah. But
Like-
like the weird thing about Outer Worlds though is loved that game. Played it nonstop till I beat it.
Yeah.
But then the DLC came out and I like did not care for it.
Ooh, didn't play the DLC.
I don't know what it was because I was like, more Outer Worlds? Fuck yeah! Bought it, started playing it, and then I was like, I don't care. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm sure it's great. It just, for some reason, I could not care about it, and I don't know what it was. It just, there was something about it that made me not care. Maybe it's because like it took place before the ending, and so like I already beat the game and like had already done all the stuff, and I already knew what was gonna happen. That like I didn't care anymore. I don't know. It just, for whatever reason, I had zero interest in it once I started playing it. And I'm sure people loved it. I think people did. I think people really enjoyed it. I have no idea.
Sure could.
I don't know what it
Couldn't
was.
tell
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm trying to think of like back in the day. Like, for
if I could talk about Fallout for a quick second.
yeah, go for it.
Because I have really dog shit Fallout takes.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
fucking terrible Fallout takes.
I'm listening.
Can we talk
Okay.
about how Fallout 4's fucking ending was awful?
I've only had
I don't
one
think
ending.
I don't think I even got to the.
I only got one
I
ending.
literally
Off
I didn't even
before
get
it
to the
ended.
ending because I got to the final choice of choose between A and B, and I
Oh, yeah.
hated both choices and went, I'm not fucking choosing one of these, and,
Right.
and turned the game off. I went, I was like, these both
Fuck
suck.
that
Fuck
shit.
that. Yeah. I was like, I was so unhappy with both choices.
Well, one
I
is
didn't even
just
fucking play
one
it.
of one Fallout 4 ending is just the ending of Fallout 3 with Liberty Prime.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that. It's just,
Yeah.
oh, you assault the base with Liberty Prime. It's the same
Both
goddamn
both
thing.
endings I hated. I hated both the idea of both of them, and I went, I'm not choosing either of these.
Yeah, I
Turned it
think I
off, and I've
picked the
never
worst
gone back.
ending. I think I picked the worst possible ending, if I'm being real. But anyway, my
Is that-
dog
is that
shit
the
Fallout.
Institute
takes-
one?
No, it was the Minutemen one.
Why? Bro,
Because I was trying to do like an objectively good guy character.
Did you at least
and the
choose
Minutemen are a
best
bunch
girl?
of fucking Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
So
Did you at least choose best girl?
who's best girl?
Piper?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah, dude. Piper rules.
Fuck yeah.
But anyway, my dog shit Fallout takes. Fallout 1, masterpiece, great game, love the shit out of it. Fallout 2, one of the worst experiences I've ever had playing a video game ever.
I've never played 1 or 2.
I tried
One
playing one once. yeah.
one is an absolute learning curve pile of just
Like Far Cry. Started with 3, never went back.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but
no,
the,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the
No, but don't
gameplay
play
is so
Fallout 1 or 2.
vastly
I mean, don't
different.
play
It is
Far
not-
Cry 1 or 2.
It is not.
Have
it-
no idea. Have
Okay,
no idea
yeah,
what either
no,
of those games are like.
here's the thing. It is not at all what Far Cry 3 or 4 is. It is
What,
like-
1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all.
It is a completely different game that is set in the same world.
Do you guys remember those days back in like Xbox 360 where like there used to be demos? You used to play games for demos that you
Yeah.
thought were gonna be super cool. Like I remember playing
Yeah.
Turok
Yeah.
or whatever.
Turok.
Yeah, that game and like fucking shooting up dinosaurs and shit.
Oh
You-
wait,
this is
the
the-
remake of Turok or the
Probably.
reboot?
Yeah, because
probably.
Turok came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, and I was like, dude,
Turok was an
this shit
N64
sounds
game.
like it'd be rad, and I wanted to buy it, and I never did. But like back in those days where you'd play fucking demos
they
and
gave
they'd
you
be
demos and
rad
shit.
as shit.
That was awesome. I loved those things.
I miss
I played the
demos.
Dark Sector demo.
There's still demos.
Yeah, dude. I mean, not really anymore.
Do they still do those?
Yeah, you can get demos.
Remember
on
going to like a game store, like going to Target when your mom brought you there, and you just go over to the fucking like Xbox in the case and start playing demos or whatever.
Yeah, but like you can still get demos. Like like a lot of games still do make demos. You can look on Steam. There's demos on
Well,
a fair amount of pages.
I mean, I at least mostly whenever I was talking about it would be Xbox
know,
I don't.
I
Yeah,
know,
it would be
I
like the
know,
Xbox
but-
Yeah.
Marketplace.
You
They'd
have
have a
Steam.
demo section.
Yeah, I know I
can
have
still-
Steam, but I don't really use Steam all that often.
Yeah.
But that's
I
fair.
remember
I mean,
those.
I guess
Yeah.
if they still exist, but like I don't. They're not so prominent anymore on like
They're
Xbox,
not-
but
they're
they used to
not
be
as
like a
prominent in
prominent
general.
thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean now it's like
Well, they
you
used
don't
to have
need
demo
you don't
discs.
need the demo to play. You go on YouTube and you watch somebody play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
That is true. That is the new demo, really.
Yeah,
isn't it?
you go watch somebody play the first hour and you're like, okay, I'm interested.
Well,
I
I
wanna
guess you
play
don't
this.
really. But I guess the only thing that kind of like defeats the purpose of it is you don't really get game feel.
Yeah, no,
you
that's like 100%. Yeah, but it's less work for them and it's
That is
and it's
true.
probably doing more for the game
Absolutely.
than the demo used to.
With the exposure.
You know, I mean, fuck it. I had the demo for I made a game with zombies in it. You remember that game?
Oh yeah.
I fucking just played the demo over and over and over again. I never bought the game. I just played the fucking demo.
Oh yeah, I did that for a few of my games that I couldn't afford to get.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fallout takes.
Oh, my Fallout takes. Yeah, Fallout 1, amazing game. Love that game. Fallout 2 is one of the worst, most miserable experiences I've ever had while playing a video game in my life.
Is the gameplay still the same?
It's the same.
As
But
Fallout 1.
It's the same as Fallout 1, but there is so...
Well, I mean, like between like 3 and 1 and 2, are they the same?
No, not at all.
Okay, so like Far Cry,
Oh,
they're not the same gameplay.
No, it's not. No,
no,
not
Far
even.
Cry 1 through 3 are pretty
They're
similar
still
in terms
first-person
of gameplay.
shooters. This is
Fallout
not a
1's a
first-person.
CRPG.
Yeah.
Which is like isometric, you have turns
Oh.
and all that shit. And Fallout 1 and 2 are. And then Fallout 3 became, the first person, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, what a change.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up.
A lot of people
up,
didn't like it coming out.
Look
when
up
that
just
came
like
out.
general gameplay of the first Fallout games
Yeah.
later, just to
So,
have an idea.
it's
of what
very
it looks
archaic.
like.
It's very,
it would
very
be like
archaic.
if like Halo Wars was the first Halo, and then they put out Halo 1, and it was like first-person shooter.
Yes.
Kind of
Yeah.
different
Effectively, yeah,
change.
yeah.
Effectively, yeah. I mean, it's a different genre, but like essentially the same thing.
Okay.
It's isometric. There's turns, blah, blah, blah. So Fallout 2, it's just so much fucking talking. Like all the game is just talking at you, and it's like not even. It's interesting, but like it's just so much reading and talking, and not enough shooty bad boys.
There's a few of those games where like oh god, I'm blanking on examples, which is the worst because that would be important for this this point. But like where like you get to a point in like a story game, like a heavy driven story game,
Yeah.
where they're just talking for so long that you no longer care.
Yeah. You ever play Metal Gear Solid 4?
That Metal I played Metal Gear 5.
I've never played a Metal Gear, but
well,
I know that in Metal Gear Solid 4, there's an hour and a half long cutscene.
Doesn't 5 have a
Fuck you.
2-hour long cutscene at the end?
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
It's for super long. Yeah,
The
yeah.
very end
Can
is
you
a
pause
2-hour
it?
long cutscene.
I think so, yeah. But I also wish they finished like.
Could you even just need to make a movie already?
Maybe
just needs to make a
did
goddamn
you not
movie.
see what they just did?
No, what?
They released he's opening a new studio in California that's going to be about TV, music, and movies.
Finally.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, fucking finally already. Like,
But
dude, the guy just needs to make a movie already.
yeah, but like there were just like games where like even if you do care about the story, there gets to a point where you're just like,
Yeah, I'm
fuck
over
it, I'm just hitting that.
Yeah, I'm over it. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just
You're
hitting that.
going on way too long.
1,000,000,000%. Literally the first 4 hours of Fallout 2 to the end of the game. Like, just.
Oh, what is it? The Lightning game where the first 2 hours is just you walking in a straight line.
I can't stand Final Fantasy 13.
Is that what it is?
Cannot
Is that
stand
what?
those
Right?
I didn't play that
games.
one.
Oh, cannot stand that game. Yeah,
It's like the first 2 hours.
The first 20 hours, you're walking in a straight line, and then you go to the open world, and then you just play for how God knows how long. I don't know. It's been a while since I played 13, but the first 20 hours are a fucking straight line, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is the worst. But anyway,
Yeah,
and I guess my hot Fallout take is I think Fallout 3 is a dog shit game.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
common.
think Fallout 3
that's a pretty
sucks.
common take though.
Is it really?
Yeah, people
Oh.
do not like Fallout 3.
Yeah, I think Fallout 3 is an ass
didn't
game.
it get Game of the Year? Didn't people fucking love Fallout 3?
No,
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
people
but back
did-
in 2008, it might have been God's second coming, but like
people
now it's
people
not
do not
good.
like Fallout 3 because Fallout New Vegas is just significantly better.
Because Fallout New Vegas felt like an actual like continuation of Fallout 2.
I still can't believe that Fallout 4 is just 3. Like nothing changed. Maybe it did. I haven't played
so
Fallout.
much
It did.
stuff
Dude,
changed.
Right, no, but,
before.
like,
you keep saying that,
because-
but like,
yeah,
because,
but
like,
there's a whole base
I'm
building
talking about it-
mechanic.
there's a lot more.
Yeah,
to
but
it.
that-
there's a lot more to it.
The
Right, but-
story's the same. I'll give you
Right,
that.
but
The
like,
story's the same.
yeah. But I also mean like, I'm sure it does look different. I am positive, but I have not played 3 since it fucking came out. And in my mind, Fallout 3 and 4 look the exact goddamn same.
no, it
does
not.
I am
No,
no,
really-
I know,
really
I know,
not,
I
really
know, I
doesn't.
know. I am positive if I put them side by side, I'd be like, oh, there is a difference.
No, it's a pretty significant.
So why are you
difference.
still
gotta-
dying
No,
on
no,
this
no,
hill?
no,
You're
no,
dying
gotta-
on this hill
no,
that you're
why are you
already
still
admitting you're wrong
arguing this
about.
point?
because I'm trying to fucking get to the point that I'm saying is that like I'm sure it looks different, but fucking from how I remember what 3 looks like to looking at 4, it looks the fucking same to me.
Oh my God, you are.
Mike,
Dude,
you're literally
do you know
just
how
saying,
much-
I know I'm wrong, but here's why I think I know I'm wrong.
No, but why?
like-
but why he's right? You're dying on a hill that you are already admitting you're wrong.
No,
to.
because I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No, I understand what you're saying. When you remember a game, it looks better in your mind
Right.
because of that. You can't fucking compare that because do you
I
know?
totally can.
Do you know how fucking?
I totally can.
Shut the. Okay, first off, look me. Wait. First off, look me in the eyes.
I already am.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
You're a dumb bitch.
Yeah, 100%.
I love you.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Second, do you know how good Mario Kart 64 looks in my fucking mind? Do you know how good Mario 64 looks in my mind? Do you know how fucking good Ocarina of Time looked as a kid? World of Warcraft was fucking breathtaking. It's all garbage.
Right.
Everything sucks.
It looks like
That's
shit.
it. Everything sucks.
With the nostalgia filters, Fallout 4 looked fine. It was just basic.
No, Fallout 4, the reason, no, here's the thing, right? Because
Fallout 4
Fallout
is just
4,
a basic game.
because
though.
Bethesda has the Gamebryo engine so far up its ass that, like, if they even shifted it a little bit, the entire body cavity of Bethesda would just fall out onto the floor. They have been using that engine since, like, Daggerfall. Like,
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Like, or I'm sorry, not even, no, Morrowind. They've been using that engine since
Yeah, because
Morrowind.
like all their games look the same.
Right, but the thing is, yeah, because they all built it on an engine that's older than me.
They all look the
It's
exact
fucking
same.
older
It's
than
the
me.
same engine. Of course it's going to look the same.
But that's
It's
what
the
I'm saying.
Gamebryo
It's part of
engine.
the issue.
That's the thing. It's the Gamebryo engine. They've used the Gamebryo engine from Morrowind up until
Right.
Fallout 4.
I'm saying it's
like,
the exact same. That's the issue.
they've just been putting little trinkets and attachments onto it to make it, better and run smoother. But that thing is a geriatric patient sitting in a room wasting away
Also,
on like a
like,
fucking ventilator.
just hit me up with the
Go
fart.
look at literally anybody talk in Far Cry 3 and then compare it to Fallout 3 and then compare it to Fallout 4. Because if you want
There's
to
a
see people
vast improvement.
Oh, I'm sure.
Not real. Well,
with like the most straight face and just like minimum mouth movement as
But
they
like,
talk.
yo, hit me with
Yeah.
fucking like Skyrim 6 and Unreal 7, like whatever they're at.
the fuck
I don't
are you
know.
talking
I don't
about?
know what
Skyrim
Unreal they're at.
6?
5? Unreal
oh,
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls 6?
Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls
Oh,
6.
yeah.
Like I'm saying, like fucking upgrade your goddamn engine.
That's what I'm saying. I think for Starfield,
Right.
they're actually like making a new engine for it because the Gamebryo engine needs to be taken out back and shot. Like,
Is it Unreal 5? Is that what they're on now?
I don't know.
I don't remember what Unreal they're on. But like,
Yeah, they're on Unreal 5. I don't know if they're using that for Starfield.
no,
though.
right. But I'm just saying, like, for the love of God, use literally anything else.
I know, like the Gamebryo engine is so bad.
Their
like,
games
like,
look
dude,
the same. and
even
I-
in
it's so annoying.
2010 when Vegas came out, like it still looked really bad. Like in 2010, what did you? Let's do me. Oh, you. All right, we don't have. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. I'm gonna look up games that came out in 2010, and I'm gonna compare them to Fallout New Vegas games.
I don't even think I can think of one game that came
That's
out in
yeah, I
2010.
can't either.
I mean,
so that's why-
You're
like
gonna list
you're
them
asking
off?
me to just like go off the top of my
Yeah, you're gonna
dome.
list them off, and
Here we
I'm
go.
sure there were some bangers.
we got
but-
games released in
Is
2010.
that
Red Dead Redemption.
All right, well,
Red Dead, look at
banger
that
of a
game.
game.
Red Dead
Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, so Redemption.
Like that's a beautiful looking game.
Banger of a
looks
game.
pretty dumb.
Bioshock 2,
Oh,
not
that
a
was
bad looking
fucking
game.
awesome.
Alan Wake,
Never played it.
incredible looking.
No, I
game.
played the demo for Alan Wake a lot.
That's my top 5 favorite game of all
I played,
time.
I
Alan
played
Wake.
like 30 minutes. I wasn't
Bad
into it.
Company 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood,
Another
God of
demo I
War
played a
3.
lot.
God of War 3,
Didn't
Hell
play
yeah.
it.
arguably the best looking game of that year. Mass Effect 2, Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Galaxy looked great, but
Galaxy
Did
still
you-
looks
Did
great.
either of you play Mass
Like, come
Effect?
on, dude.
what?
Did either of you play Mass Effect?
Mass Effect's like my
No.
favorite trilogy of all time,
Okay,
for sure.
I just
Yeah.
learned a little fun fact today.
What?
The blue lady.
Liara?
Sure. Yes.
Well, there's a lot of blue ladies.
Okay,
in
but
the
like
game.
one of the main blue ladies. I
I'm
believe.
Well, there's
interested.
Liara and
You're-
Samara.
you keep talking. Blue ladies. You got
Liara?
You got blue ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'll
one
show you what they look.
one-
You want to see what Samara looks
one
like?
of the
I'm
one of the
interested.
blue ladies is voice is the mother of
Of
Billie Eilish.
That's
Did not know
Samara.
that.
That's Samara.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Let me show you Samara.
Didn't know that. Found
I
that
think
out
you'll.
today.
I think you'll dig what. I
Okay,
think you'll dig what Samara has to offer.
Is she one of the bangable ones?
You can kiss her, but you can romance pretty much all of your companions. But the romance with Samara is like disappointing, but in a way that makes sense.
Does she
Because she's
die?
an Asari Justicar, and Justicars are people, or Asari, the blue people that are all female. They're the Justicars are like a certain sect of the Asari that follow their own code to dispense justice throughout the universe, and they're forbid to. Well, they're not forbid from getting in romantic entanglements, but they don't do it because Asari live to be like 1,000, and other species don't, except for Krogan. Hold on. Where's the
So why
picture
aren't
of
they
Samara?
fucking Krogans then?
Some do fuck Krogans. There is a side quest.
for them. Good
There
for
is a
them.
side quest in Mass Effect 3 where you can get a Krogan and an Asari to like mate and like get together, And that one has a sad ending. I don't want to talk about that one. But
well,
anyway, here's Samara.
Blue Lady.
Anyway, here's Samara.
She. That's a blue lady right there.
The amount of times I've tried to romance Samara in like, no, Liara's best girl. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Liara, best girl.
Sure
we
could
love
be.
Liara.
Sure could be.
I did.
Liara or Miranda?
I did really like the Saints Row 4 joke on the Mass Effect thing where you can romance every single person
you
on
can
the
just
ship,
fuck whoever.
except
in
for
the
Keith
ship.
David.
Yeah.
You try to romance Keith David, he'd be like, "Let's not make it weird.
Yeah,
You're
quit
the
it.
president. I'm vice president. We're best friends. Let's
Quit
leave
it.
it at that." And also Ben King.
Ben King.
The other guy where like he had the scarf. He was the scarf guy.
Yeah.
And you walk up to him and be
yeah.
like, "I know this is. I don't want things to change between us, but will you sign my book?"
Yeah, funny enough, Keith David also in Mass Effect. He played Captain Anderson, one of the main characters.
He's also the fucking arbiter.
He's also the Arbiter.
Oh, shit.
Who were it so easy?
I also one of my favorite things about the about Saints Row 4. I mean, I enjoyed Saints Row 4.
Saints
for
Row
what it
4
was.
rocks.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's a great
I did
game.
not like Saints Row 3.
I don't remember enough of Saints Row 3.
I did not like Saints Row 3.
Didn't
at all.
Alex and Eamon play it
Oh yeah, they
yeah,
played
for
it
a little
recently.
bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite romance lines out of all the characters was just you walk up to Kinsey and you're just like, "Hey Kinsey, want to fuck?" Okay.
All right.
Punches
Gives
you in the
punches you in the
face
face.
and just jumps on you, and I'm like, "Nice."
Hey Kinsey, want to fuck? All right.
Because everybody else you have to go through a whole spiel,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
it's just her.
That
Just,
must have unlocked a very specific kink for a lot of people.
Yeah,
Probably.
getting punched in the face and then fucked.
Yeah,
And
probably.
mounted, yeah.
yeah. Because she's the one that has the dildo bat in 3.
She does. She sure does.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I did not like 3. 3 was just like, it felt like Saints Row 2 but weaker.
I see. The first 3 was my first one,
2 was mine.
so I never played 1 or 2.
I love 2 still to this day. I'll still go back and play it.
A lot of people swear by 2. A lot of people swear by that game.
I really don't know how I feel about the new one, because it felt like they were going back to Saints Row 2-esque days, but then it also felt like they weren't, and they were making some like choice decisions that I was not all about. So like I don't know. I kind of hope it looks
just
like
got delayed by 6 months, so
Did it?
there's that.
it looks like it might be a melding of 2 and then like the zaniness of 3 and 4.
That's what I think they said they were doing.
Yeah, and like I don't know how I feel about that all that much.
I think 2. I think like, well, 2 was what, serious crime genre.
Oh yeah,
crime
because
genre?
2
Drama?
the problem with Saints Row 1 and 2, which is why I don't think they'll ever go back to it fully, was that everyone was like, it's just GTA. It's just a GTA clone. But like I had so much goddamn fun with Saints Row 2.
Are they funny games?
Even still, they were still pretty funny. Like they were
Okay.
they were enjoyable fun games back then. And like I understand why they would feel like they should stay with the 3 and 4, because it made it its own thing.
They gave it an identity.
Yeah. But like I loved the gameplay and aspects of 2. The gang wars where like you'd need to take territories, you would fight the 3 different rival gangs, which 3 still kind of had, but it didn't work to the same effect. It felt like it wasn't as important, or like, and it wasn't as fun to go through. And it's just, I don't know. 2 is its own beast, and yes, it's kind of pretty much just a GTA clone, but like it's really fucking fun. And
well, that's the thing. I mean, like I've touched on this before, but like when something drops that like revolutionizes shit, like you're gonna have like a billion clones of it.
and
I don't think that's kind of fair, because I
Yeah.
feel like some of those clones have their own identity.
I would agree.
Like Saints Row.
Yeah.
Saints Row carved out its own path and made its own identity. Like, I think,
And I would say that in that same vein, oh no, I lost it. No, come back. Nope, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Good work, bud.
Yeah, I don't know. Saints
what do you
Row.
think about all this, Colin?
I didn't play Saints Row ever.
No.
Really?
Not once.
All
All right.
Yeah. I Saints Row. I don't know if you would ever feel the drive to go back to Saints Row to go play Saints Row 2, but I'd recommend it.
If I could find like,
I think they did a remaster.
Did they?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, if I could get it on Steam or something, I would probably play it.
Yeah, I think
why
they're
not?
on Steam. I wanted to pick up Get Out of Hell. Like that one looked really fun
Oh,
and funny.
I got all the
And-
time in the world for Daniel Day Kim though.
And I heard that there was like a whole musical like number and scene in there, and I thought that just sounded hilarious. And I really did want to like actually go fucking play it.
Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, Eamon swears by that game.
Sleeping Dogs was so fucking cool and so much goddamn fun to play, and we'll never get another one.
Nope.
And it is the
But what about Sleeping Dogs 2?
I don't even get it. Unless you're trying to make like a Watch Dogs joke here, I don't even get it.
Oh, actually, yeah, I totally mixed up with Watch Dogs 2. Yeah,
Okay.
because I knew Watch Dogs 2 sucks.
No, people like Watch Dogs 2 more than Watch Dogs 1 because Watch
Oh,
Dogs
was
1 didn't
that-
exist.
Oh, did I fuck that up?
Watch Dogs 1 wasn't a game. Like, it was just so boring. It's the only game. Well, all right, let me rephrase. Because nowadays, with how much shit comes out, it's no longer true. But, like, back in the day, I had a rule. If I bought a game, I finished it, no matter what it was or how bad it was, whatever. Watch Dogs was the first game I had ever spent money on that I went, it's not worth it to finish it. Was the first game ever that I went, I'm not finishing this fucking game. And I tried to go back like 5 years later and try to finish it. Still couldn't. It was still so uninteresting and boring. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
But like
not for
Watch
me.
Dogs 2 at least had interesting stuff to it. I never finished it just because other games came out and I just got behind on it. But at least Watch Dogs 2 was like interesting. I do remember though when I went to go buy Sleeping Dogs, the guy at like GameStop was like, "Do you mean Watch Dogs?" Because it came out like around the same time. And I was like, "No. Sleeping Dogs. It came out today." He was like, "I'll be right back." Yeah, he like went back and it was like I remember hearing him go like, "Yeah, Sleeping Dogs. This game doesn't exist, right?" And like the back, and then he came back and was like, "Oh, here it is." And I was like, "You didn't fucking believe me." That game is so fun, dude.
Oh,
If that's on Steam or something, go play it.
that reminds me of one time I went to the store and I was like, I'm here for Lego Star Wars for the GameCube, and the Toys R Us clerk was just like, that game doesn't fucking exist. They didn't release it on the GameCube. I was like, I saw a
Hey,
Nintendo Power.
Go check.
I saw it in Nintendo Power.
And I
Nintendo
left
Power
there
wouldn't
feeling
lie
like,
to me.
like a stupid idiot. That fucking game did exist. Maybe it just came out a little later.
That was me with Silent Hill Downpour, the latest Silent Hill. I went in to buy it after school because I think it came out. Oh shit! I think it came out on like a Tuesday. So I walk into the GameStop and I go up and I'm like, "Hi, one copy of Silent Hill Downpour, please." And he's like, "Dude, we have like 500 of these in the back. You're the only one who bought one." He's like, "This is the first copy of Silent Hill Downpour I am selling today." And I'm like, "That's upsetting." He's
That's
like,
a bad
Was it
sign.
good?
He's like, no, Silent Hill Downpour sucks.
Okay.
But it was the last Silent Hill we ever got, and that was in 2012. I remember I was a freshman in high school when that came out, and I was like, well, shit. Like,
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs. I wish they would make another one.
Yeah.
Super fun. Combat's incredible.
yeah, Eamon swears by that game so much.
good, dude.
So I'll
Anyway.
check it out.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways,
That will be the end of today's wonderful, intriguing episode of
the sex appeal
The
part
the
sex
two.
Sex Appeal Part
Sex Appeal
2.
podcast.
You have now 3 episodes to watch our anime club, which is Spice and Wolf. So, get on that. Both seasons, which is a
seasons.
total of 25 episodes.
Bullshit.
Hey, man, our limit's 24 around, and this is 25, and, so was Fruit Baskets.
Cheating.
So,
And so was Mushishi.
yeah.
Cheating.
So,
Whoopsies.
Making me watch 2 seasons of a show.
yeah, so, hey, if you're listening to us on Spotify or, any of the other shit, don't forget to follow, rate, leave a review, which you can only do on Apple.
You sound so salty about that every time.
Because
Like,
you
you're
have to
so
say it,
mad
but
about
nobody
it.
else could do it. But it makes sense that all of them should be able to do
Oh.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grow up. Get over it.
No. Anyway,
Try me a review.
if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share us around. Love us, please. At least watch more than like a minute. And don't forget to check out Anthony at Super Milkshake on YouTube and Kat on Twitch at Kat the Moonstar. And I think that's it. We'll see you next week for episode 28.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.